All right, man. What's good? What's good? The Unfiltered Sports Podcast is back on this lovely Saturday night, and I'm joined by the $200 Richard Moore man, CEO. So say what's up to the people, CEO.
Yeah, what's good, peasants?
First of all, CEO, I just want to get this on record because I've seen people in my comment section saying I've been fleecing you. Can you confirm that I actually did pay you the $200 this week?
Yes, RJ pays his bets.
All right. I just wanted to make that. I think it was what, Wednesday, Thursday ish, somewhere
Yeah.
in the middle of the week. But a lot of things to go in on. Let's talk about. We'll save Skip and Shannon for last. Let's talk about the AFC beef.
All right.
All right. So I don't know. See, I don't know if you've been living under a rock, but the Bengals fans, in particular, the Bengals are mad, and
Okay.
Bills fans are mad because the Chiefs have the number one seed. They confirmed the number one seed now since they beat the Raiders.
Okay.
They're mad because I don't know why they're mad, but they're just mad that the Chiefs have the number one seed and that the NFL's calling a no contest.
Okay.
Then it comes into the fact that the Chiefs are mad because if the Chiefs go to the AFC Championship, now that they have the number one seed, that they can't play in Kansas City. They have to go to a quote unquote neutral field, which we all know it's either going to be the Rams Stadium, it's going to be the Saints Stadium, or if the Cowboys get eliminated, it's going to be their stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Something along those lines. So the Chiefs are mad, the Bills are mad, the Bengals are mad. So what's your thoughts on all of this?
I mean, first of all, no one should get mad if everyone was calling, including the Bengals, Bills, everyone in the fans, everybody was calling for the game's cancellation, including the media. So why are they mad? They're the ones that wanted the game canceled in the fucking first place. All right. So don't get mad at the NFL because this is a new situation for the NFL, right? This is new territory for them.
Yes.
So they're just gonna try to experiment with whatever they can. So why are people getting mad? What happened to all that Damar Hamlin sympathy bullshit they were given like a couple couple days ago? So now it's all like, oh no, I'm gonna bitch about the Chiefs. I thought it was bigger than the game. Who cares if the Chiefs get home field advantage? Like who the fuck is like why are they bitching and crying about that shit?
Well, number one, I don't know why they're bitching and crying about it. That's number one. And number two, I mean, here's my thing. And I don't know if you saw my video on it. I did say that the NFL should not play any football games, even though it wasn't realistically because it's the NFL. I
Right.
said they shouldn't play any football this week, and then Monday night resume the game or restart it, whatever you got to do, so we wouldn't be in this mess.
Right.
Everybody on Twitter, everybody in NFL spheres had to go woke. And when you go woke, you go broke. And now the Chiefs have the number one seed.
Yeah.
They're pissed off because they have a good chance of going to the AFC Championship, but they can't have home field advantage. The Bengals and the Bills are pissed because the Chiefs have the number one seed. This all would, and I'm not saying they had to play that game right then and there.
Right.
But you have to play that fucking game, though. That's just a fact.
Okay. Like first of all, I want to make this clear, right? Yes, if it was completely fine that the NFL decided to cancel the game that day, right? I think everyone agrees with that.
Yes.
Like it's fine. It's not out of the question. It's not woke. It's just someone practically almost died on the fucking field. I think technically, in medical terms, he probably did die on the field. They had
He did die on the field, actually.
right. He did. So that's perfectly fine to cancel a game over that. Now, that doesn't mean like they should never ever like resume the game. I mean, it has to continue. Just like move it to another day. I mean, that's what I thought they were going to do logically after the incident. Cancel it that day and reschedule the game. That's what I thought was going to happen.
No, you know why the NFL is doing this, right? I don't know if you heard, but I guess the NFL is taking a lot of heat because they were telling the players, including Troy Aikman, who was announcing it to the audience, okay, take 5 minutes and then get back on the field so we can finish this game. So they're taking a lot of heat now. Now it's on my screen, canceled.
Okay. Now here's the thing. I understand why people were angry at the moment that the NFL decided to do that because it seemed heartless, right? I guess.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The NFL, yeah, like I don't think the NFL have to. They are business.
Yes,
They have to look. They have to look at it from a business perspective.
Yeah.
All the fans that attended that game got fucked.
Yeah.
Well, and by the way, not only rich people go to football games. A lot of blue collar people go to football games to save their money to try to attend games.
And keep in mind, this was determining the number 1 seed. So, you had a lot of fans in the stand.
Right. And exactly. And like, are they all going to get a refund? We haven't heard.
I don't know. Did they get a refund? I have no idea.
I have no, that it's never been announced. Like, so they're just going to get fucked. I mean, we're not going to talk about that. Not only that, the NFL had to think about the fans who bought the tickets. They had to think about the people selling at the concession stands in the stadium. They had to think about the sponsors who paid them to promote their product throughout the game. Like, there's so many financial issues that happen when you stop a football game that the NFL has to take that into consideration, because that's millions upon millions of dollars
that they're losing.
Right. And so it's not heartless. I mean, it's just part of the business. It's part of the sport. Like,
and I'm gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep it real. If you've noticed during that whole scenario, the Bengals, they were running a lot of commercials because they were trying to, keep their advertisement, keep their money flow.
Right.
And I just honestly thought, listen, I thought my solution was the best. No football this week. Honestly, I didn't even think Damar was going to even wake up this week. So I mean, we're gonna talk about him. We're gonna talk about him in a little bit.
Right.
Glad he's awake and stuff. I thought we were gonna have I thought Sunday should be hashtag the NFL PR hashtag Damar, save Damar, do something like that. And then Monday resume the game so we can find out who the first seed is. Now you got 3 teams, 3 fan bases who are considered. Let's be for real: the Chiefs, Bengals, and Bills. They're the contenders in the AFC. Let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah.
They're pissed off. Bills and Bengals are pissed off because they can't have the number 1 seed. And now the Chiefs are pissed off because they have the number 1 seed, but they don't have the home field advantage if they make it to the AFC Championship game. And by the way, what's the point of having the AFC Championship game on a neutral field? I don't get that. What sense does that even make?
Because it buys into that whole, it has to be fair. Like, no, it doesn't have to be fucking fair. Like,
when does this? That makes no sense.
Right. Like, you're not handicapped. Okay, if you have to go play at the Chiefs Stadium, suck it up. Like, so you're basically saying the Chiefs are unbeatable at their own stadium. That's what you're fucking. So you're basically saying you're not going to fucking win.
Like, that's BS because the Bengals literally just beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead.
Exactly. So I don't get the point. Like, stop bitching about it. It's not a big fucking deal. It really is.
So let me add. So is this only? Why is this only for the AFC? Can this be for the NFC too?
Right.
Like, why? Like, I never got that part of it. I get why Bengals and Bills fans are pissed off, but Chiefs fans, they're pissed off because the NFL is just being stupid, saying it has to be in a neutral field. What the hell is a neutral field?
Yeah, I don't like.
I thought the whole thing was when you're the number 1 team in your conference, you get the bye and you get home field advantage throughout the whole playoffs. That's the benefit of being the best team. Now you're just basically telling the Chiefs, go F yourselves. You don't get anything. If you get it past the first 2 rounds, you have to travel still.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's like, they should have basically stuck with their original thing. Like, the Chiefs get the home field advantage and just like fuck off. You either play they have no choice. You can bitch all you want, but you're still gonna have to play the game. So it is what it is.
And then I get why. Here's my thing. And listen, I don't think they should have. I think they should have played that game still. I'm sorry. I think they should have played that game because at the end of the day, listen. Everybody was rooting for Damar Hamlin. Like, we can all agree, no one wanted to see a guy die on the field.
Right.
But we have to think about this is the NFL's a business. This isn't kindergarten anymore. This isn't kindergarten. This is a business. The show must go on. I know this is a fake thing, but it's still real. When Owen Hart died in the ring in WWE, the show had to still go on.
Right, and exactly, because people there are. And here's the thing: it hurts to say this because it kind of shatters people's fake perception of reality.
Yeah.
But when someone dies, everything keeps going forward. Like, that's always been a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Damar Hamlin's, I guess, temporary death did impact everyone because they got to see it like live on TV.
Yeah.
But there was I understand that, but we can't like shit on the NFL for trying to like worry about everybody else's pockets because they have to think about everybody else's pockets at the same time. Not only their own financial solvency, but their sponsors and the fans. Like, what do you tell? Like, how many people showed up at the stadium? Like, how many? What's the capacity?
It was a pack full.
How do you tell those people? Well, you paid a shit ton of money to attend that game, and we're gonna have to deal with whatever. Like, it doesn't. Your financial situation doesn't matter to us. Like they have to take all that shit into account.
Or that might be some people's like only game to go play.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Not like rich. Like the only people that go to football games are not rich people. Like everyone goes to football games. Like the NFL has to take this into account, and then it's not heartless. It's just them taking everything, every factor before they make a decision.
And I'm gonna keep it real. If I'm a Bengals fan, I'm extremely pissed because if you were watching that game, the Bengals had all the momentum. They were up by 4, had the ball. Now it's just like, oh, who cares? Tie. Basically tie.
Right. Like, and I think it was reported. I don't know if he said if this is true or not, but I think they said that when Damar woke up, he said who won the game.
Yeah, they did. Yep. The doctor said that Damar woke up and said who won the game, and the doctor said you won the game of life. So,
oh shit.
You know. So yeah. So, and look, this is not us being heartless assholes and saying, oh, you know, I don't think they should continue that game, but I'm just saying like they could have done something. Like you gotta finish that game.
Right, like I don't blame them for canceling the game. Like that's not what I'm just saying that like the NFL isn't like evil just because they have to take everything into account. Like that's all I'm trying to say is like people think like everyone's evil because they have to think about everybody else. Like
shout out to my boy Mark, this asshole, you know, his grandma stinks, but go ahead. That's an inside joke.
Right. So yeah. So that's kind of our take on this situation. We both probably think the game should have been it should have definitely been rescheduled at least, in my opinion.
And if you are one of the fans or players who didn't want to play the game, then just suck it up. You don't have the first seed. You have to go to Kansas City in the second round. You got to go to the Bengals and just suck it up. It's that simple.
Right. Exactly.
Now, let's talk about this, man. Damar Hamlin. You know, shout out to Damar Hamlin. You know, shout out to Damar Hamlin, number 1, because I figured out how to pronounce his name. But number 2, you know, shout out to him. He's breathing, tube out of his neck. He's talking. He FaceTimed the team yesterday saying, love you guys. He tweeted, I think today. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, shout out to Damar.
Now, this is going to go on a deeper topic than this. The NFL is in a lot of trouble. And what I mean by it's in a lot of trouble is that there's a lot of kids now, not by their choice, by mother's choice, but parents' choice, not letting their kids play football.
Okay.
There's a lot of, you know, people, there's a lot of all these ESPN and FS1 analysts saying, you know, hey, football is like evil. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just honestly, just the football competition is starting to kind of, you know, weigh in on this. Everybody loves to watch football. We can all agree on that.
Right.
But playing it, you know, and this is not even going with Damar. I think there was a lot of controversy with the whole Tua situation.
Correct.
Because Tua got injured 3 times this year. And ironically, the last time he got injured was on the Bengals field. Well, the big injury was on the Bengals field. Mm-hmm. So, CEO, will this Damar Hamlin, where he basically died on the field, do you think do you think a lot of kids, parents, specifically mothers, will not let them play football?
Yes, absolutely. I think remember like when kids used to like walk home from school and like used to walk places all the time?
Yeah.
And then on the news, it was like a couple kids got abducted, and then like mothers didn't let their kids just walk normally down the road and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of like the same thing. Like people are going to overreact, especially mothers. They're going to overreact to the situation. What happened to Damar Hamlin is an anomaly.
I agree.
It is not something that happens commonly. This is the first time in recorded NFL history that something like this has ever happened. You're not like if you're football is dangerous because it's a physical sport. Like,
Yes.
yeah, can you break a leg? Yes. Can you sustain brain injuries throughout your career? Yes. Like, it is a dangerous sport. People understand this, but are you likely to die on the football field? No. That is not the statistics of that happening is so low. This is why the whole Damar Hamlin situation blew up and went viral is because it's an anomaly, right?
Well, I mean, see, if you look at history of sports, there's been baseball players that died on the field. There's
Yep.
been boxers, plenty of boxers who
Yep.
died in the ring. And then
Right.
hell, there was a football player who died on the field one time, years, like fucking decades ago.
Yeah.
But it happened. But I do think, especially with the whole Tua situation, that a lot of people are gonna be like, let's not, they're gonna not just specifically mothers and like kids and stuff. Cause I think kids like to play football, but it's the parents that decide, specifically the mothers. And honestly, I just think that this is gonna be overblown by the media. Because let's be for real. And shout out to Jason Willock. I don't know if you still watch him. I do think there's a hit piece on football itself, specifically the NFL.
Yeah.
I do think people don't like football because let's be for real. It's masculine. It's patriarchal. It's just a whole fact.
Right.
So, I do think that they're going to overblown this anomaly thing, which is horrible. We can agree it was fucking horrible.
Correct.
But, and then some people are saying, I don't know how true this is. People are saying, did he have something before this?
Right.
Was it the hit of T. Higgins? Or some people are saying, it's that medicine that they were forcing us to take a couple years ago and last year. I'm not going to say because YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
People are saying, did he take that, medicine and stuff like that? But people are making that assumption. But we can agree that this probably won't happen.
No, this will not happen. Like again, probably. Like it will not happen. Here's the
anytime soon, at least.
Right. This is a freak accident. Like this is something that happens like 1 in a million times.
Yeah.
Like this is probably has nothing to do with a pre-existing heart condition because the NFL pre-draft scans players nowadays. If I'm like Damar's a second-year player, I believe. Like, he's a young player. He's definitely a young player. So
he's only 24.
So he was drafted. He was drafted recently. So it's not like Damar wasn't scanned with then like the NFL has protocols for this. Like
he got drafted in 2021. Yep.
Yeah, like the NFL has protocols for this. They scan, they test players' heart performance. Why? Because NFL owners invest a lot of money into football players. So when they draft them and they have some kind of heart condition, they can't play anymore. So they lose out on a shit ton of guaranteed money.
Yeah.
So they have to protect them. So that's why it had nothing to do with the pre-existing heart condition. It probably had nothing to do with the medication that they made them take. This is probably most likely a freak accident.
I'm leaning towards that. Yeah, I'm leaning towards it. This was just a freak accident, and it's an anomaly. Honestly, it's just an anomaly. Right. But I do think people will overreact.
Yeah, people will overreact because let's be honest, Damar, we saw the hit. I'm not saying Damar didn't take a hard hit, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming most hits in the NFL hurt, right? So that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that we have seen like harder collisions before, like extremely harder collisions before. Like, and people have been blasted in the chest to the point where they couldn't breathe for a while. And this did not happen.
Like, yeah, I think Reggie Bush, remember that big Reggie Bush hit they took from that one safety's, that one Eagles safety?
Right.
I think Reggie Bush said he couldn't fucking breathe and that he thought he was going to have a heart attack on the field. So
right, like they got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah.
And they got hit a lot harder. This is just some freak ass accident, bro. Like the perfect conditions fell with the perfect timing and a disaster unleashed. That's what happened. Like, I guarantee this won't happen again.
I won't say won't happen again, but I'll say this is not gonna be the norm. I'll say that.
All
It's
right,
not gonna be
okay.
the norm.
Yeah, that yeah, because this is technically the first time it ever happened, right?
Yeah. And by the way, can I just say something real quick?
Mm-hmm.
This kind of came into my mind right now.
Yeah.
And before I say this is not me being insensitive towards Damar Hamlin. I'm glad he's good. I even said in my video I'm pulling from him and stuff. But we had a grown man,
Yes.
young grown man, literally die on the field, almost die on the field.
Yes.
This should put the females in the NFL debate done. Finito. No more. No female should be entering an NFL field to play.
No, of course not.
Nothing.
That was a ludicrous statement before this even happened. Now that this happened, first of all, females probably like don't want to look at those men in the picture, bro. They're fucking huge.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to put a female in with that?
Well, see, there's some soccer player, Sarah Fuller. She was trying to be a field goal kicker.
No.
And then, Carly Lloyd, the girl who got scholarship to play college football and stuff. And then, what's his name? The kick, remember that? What's his name? I don't know, Vanderbilt. It was like Vanderbilt. Right. And someone else, had, a field goal, had, a kicker who, kicked the field goal, whatever. She immediately ran off the field, which is a huge disadvantage for the team because it was literally 10 versus 11. But this situation, not trying to make Damar Hamlin, I'm not trying to, use him like his incident as a sacrificial thing to come at females. But this should this should this should be the death of females in the NFL as players.
Right. I mean, first of all, no NFL. I don't think any NFL player really takes that serious, apart from media, bullshitters like Ryan Clark. Apart from people like that, I don't think that NFL players ever took that women playing in the NFL to be serious, because that's ridiculous.
But this should speaking of that, and listen, I'm not this is my channel. I'm sorry. If you have a daughter and you're letting her play football with other boys and stuff like that, you don't care about your daughter. I'm sorry. Just honestly, you just don't care about her.
Yeah, that's a good assessment.
Because anybody with a brain could see, your girls and boys should not be playing contact sports together. At least if there was a girls football league, go for it. I don't care.
Listen, and I'm gonna make this comparison, but it's that's like asking grown men to go wrestle with bears. That's not gonna end well. I know bears are infinitely stronger, but still, that's not gonna end well. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed. What's good, Mike?
Yeah, what's good, Mike?
Yeah, this should just end this whole female thing, whatever, to be done. Now, here's the last question before we move on to the main event. And before we ask, there's just some other topics I didn't tell you about that I want to talk about. But do you think Damar should hang it up?
Probably yes. Here's the thing, right? If I say yes, only because I'm assuming that the doctors told him you're done, right? That if the doctor said you can play again, should Damar take that play again? I think Damar would want to play again. I'm gonna keep it honestly. I think he would want to play again if it was up to him, right?
Yes.
Only because that's probably been his dream, playing in the NFL, and to get taken away from you at the age of 24, that's heartbreaking.
Agreed.
The money that he misses out on, Micah Hyde, because he was the replacement for Micah because he's injured, right?
Yeah, Micah Hyde, you have to safety.
Right. Micah Hyde is old. Like
Yes.
Damar could have literally have been the starting safety for the Buffalo Bills
For the next decade, yeah.
for next. So that has been taken away from him. You don't think that hurts? Yeah, his life is more important, but after that, that shit hurts. Like I'm thinking, and I know some people like I'm trying to view this from the athlete's perspective, right?
Yes.
Because a lot of athletes, and I know a lot of normies, right? Like a normal individual would be like, "Oh, that's ridiculous." But Damar has worked towards this his entire life. He's trained his ass off. He stayed disciplined with his health, his body. He sacrificed a ton. He's missing out on a lot of money, on sponsorships, on potentially getting the biggest bag in his life if he ended up being a decent safety and he got signed.
Yeah.
Like all those things matter. A lot of people would die over that shit.
Ironically, and then people need to look at it from like this. He's only 24. He's still in the prime of his physical career.
Right.
And this is only his second year on his rookie contract. He was drafted in 2021. This is only his second year. He's getting paid pennies. Now, I do think the Bills will give him guaranteed money. They drafted him in the sixth round. So it's okay, we'll give you your this year and the next 2 years guaranteed. Take it, bro. But that's only 5,000K. He could at least get
Right.
10, 15 million.
And
That's generational wealth right there.
Right, and you made a good point. He was a 6th round draft pick. Like nothing is guaranteed for this guy. He came in and had an opportunity to take over for Micah Hyde because, as I stated, Micah Hyde is old.
Yeah.
So, this not only his life was almost taken away, but his whole career trajectory has been put on it has probably died. Right. He survived, but his career has died because even if Damar's doctors told him, okay, you can play again, this was just a freak accident.
Yeah.
You can play again. You're going to this is probably not ever going to happen again, but you're going to be fine. The NFL will never let this guy play again.
Yeah. Cause I was thinking about if you're the team that signs him, cause I honestly think he wants to get not right now, but I'm pretty sure next year he's gonna want to get back on the field. Right. I honestly think he wants to there's no way in hell he's come back on the field this year. No way in hell.
No way, right.
But I honestly think if you're the Bills, if you're another team, do you really want to put him on the field and have all the backlash?
Yeah.
Of it? Do you really want the NFL to have, they're fucking, you want the NFL breathing on you saying what the fuck are you doing, bro? This guy literally just died on the field. You can't have him on the field. This is gonna make us look like, do you really want that?
Right. And here's the thing, right? The NFL, I'm calling it now. His career is done.
Yeah.
He's not playing in the NFL again. And here's the thing. I think that's ironically because people say, I want to protect him. I want to protect Damar, right?
Yeah.
And so we're going to take away the only thing he's ever worked towards in his life. We're going to take that shit away from him. If Damar doesn't want to play again, well, and by the way, this is all depending on the doctor. If the doctor said you can't play again because your heart is all fucked up and it's never going to be the same again. And
yeah, that's different. That's
different. But if the doctors gave him his approval and he can play again, and the NFL does not let him play again, you killed his career. Everything he's worked, you made that night that he died on the field, you made that night much more worse. From a psychological standpoint.
where does he go from here?
That's what I'm saying. This is all he worked for his entire fucking life. And people, honestly, if I'm the NFL, if the doctors say he's okay, and I'm going to sit down with Damar and tell him, you understand all the repercussions and the consequences. Are you sure you want to continue? Because this is you're I would leave it to him, right?
I will leave it in his lap, bro.
And I feel like he's a grown man. He should decide if he should be allowed to play again. I'm tired of this whole protective bullshit. You're gonna do a lot more damage to Damar if you don't let him at least attempt to play football again. I guarantee you, from a mental point of view, this man could be depressed.
Yeah.
He's a grown man. Like, he died on the field. If he wants to come back and play and everything he worked for, I don't want to see everything he worked for destroyed because people on Twitter are going to overreact if he goes back on the field.
Yeah.
That's his livelihood. That's his financial solvency. And you're fucking it up because you're worried about him. Let Damar and his family and his friends worry about Damar and his decisions. You stay the fuck out of it.
Yes, I do. Now, if this is if the doctors say he can play football,
right.
If the doctors say he can't play football again, then no. And if Damar says he doesn't want to play football again, then
right. If Damar says I don't want to play this because anymore, I just want Damar to have that decision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want Damar. If the doctors say he's okay, I want Damar to say, I want to play. I don't want to play. If he says I don't want to play, fine, cool.
Right.
But I just have the feeling he's only 24 years old. The guy played 4 years of college. He wasn't a big pick. He probably wasn't that big prospect. And I'm not saying he has to be a good safety. He's an NFL caliber safety.
Right.
So that means he will get he can get so much money. And I mean, unless a team, I don't even know. Maybe Damar can probably get a commentator job, or maybe maybe this will help. Like, if he wants to start a YouTube channel now that unfortunately his name is big now because of this.
Right.
Maybe he can do that. But I mean, just there's nothing gonna be. He's lived. He loves football.
Yes. Obviously, yes.
And if I honestly think the NFL will say, listen, Damar, this is a bad look. Like, we had the whole Tua situation. Like we're all fucked up right now. Our fucking youth rating is going down in the toilets because no one wants to let their kids play football. Right. We can't let you back out there, bro. I feel like the NFL is going to do that shit.
Yeah, because I don't blame. I don't really blame the NFL for doing that because they're taking and by the way, me and you are one of the NFL's biggest critics, but they take a lot of undue punishment because people are too stupid to realize what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we're in favor. We love the NFL, right? Like, we hate. I vehemently dislike Roger Goodell. And I'm pretty sure you as well dislike Roger Goodell. But we can't just we can't just shit on the NFL for every single fucking decision, especially when they're put in a spot as difficult as this one.
Agreed. And I honestly see, we can blame the NFL. You know why we can blame the NFL? Mm-hmm. Because the NFL opened their arms to all this woke shit.
Yeah.
The NFL, and this goes beyond Damar. This goes back to years ago. Kaepernick, Ray Rice, if they would have said, you know what, fuck these Twitter assholes who are fat pieces of shit, can't even get up to go to the damn bathroom by themselves. Yeah. Fuck all these feminists who don't watch football. Fuck all these idiots, these dudes, these beta males who don't watch football. Let's focus on our fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Then none of this would be happening. Then they would say, oh, listen, Damar, we would love for you to come back on the field, but this is your decision. Either do it or do not. But now that Twitter is in a frenzy and all this other crap, and now that, it's coming out that, the NFL wants to continue the game on Monday and shit like that. Now it's going to be a whole big deal. And the NFL is going to have to make a PR move, even though it's not going to work because people still hate it and the media will still shit on it.
Right.
You're going to, say, Damar, you can't play anymore if he wants to play.
Right. Exactly. I completely agree with that.
But honestly, and I could be wrong about this. I don't know Damar. Honestly, I'm going to be for real. I'm not going to act like I knew I didn't know who he was before this happened.
Yeah, I'm going to be on. Yeah, me neither.
But I honestly have the feeling this is a once in a lifetime situation. Like, this is a once in a lifetime thing right here.
Right.
And honestly, now that unfortunately he has a name off of this incident, if he steps back on the field, he's a star now at this point.
Yeah, he is.
And this could, so I hope, we'll find out. But I just hope that I can't even hope because this is going to give the NFL bad rep. And I just honestly hope Damar, I just hope I just hope something happens, but we'll find out and see. But the good news is he's doing good. He's talking. He's breathing well. He's doing great. So
yeah, that's the good news. Yeah,
that's all that matters. But let's talk about something interesting. Your boy Skip and Shannon.
oh my God.
I'm assuming you know about the beef about Skip and
Yeah,
Shannon.
I do. Yeah, I do.
So, well, you already know my thought. What's your thoughts on Skip and Shannon and this whole beef scenario?
I mean, this beef has already cemented what me and you have thought about this show for a long time. It's in the decline and it's going to die. All right. The show is trash. It's been trash for a minute. And either way, whether Skip and Shannon's chemistry is starting to like deteriorate, could be one thing. And even if people think they fake this for ratings, which I don't think it's the case for this one,
Yeah,
even if that was the case, they would have to do that because their show is dog shit.
agreed.
So either way you look at it, for me, this show is done. They obviously don't like each other anymore.
Yes.
This has been obvious. Remember the Tom Brady incident they had like a couple of months ago?
I feel like that was a couple weeks ago, but yeah, it might have been a couple months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, where they blew up on each other. Now they're blown. Like they don't. Who knows if they ever liked each other? But
Go ahead.
but now that their show is not as great as I guess it used to be, now it's definitely showing how messed up the relationship is.
Well, I will say this, and I did say this I did do a video on the Skip and Shannon dispute back over Tom Brady. There was a time, so you remember the whole bubble thing with the NBA. So I guess when the Mavericks beat the Clippers, and I think it was like a game 1 series, Shannon was talking and Skip interrupted, and Shannon's like, "Go ahead, Skip. Go ahead, Skip. I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of you talking over me. Go ahead, Skip." This was back in 2020.
Right.
So I kind of found out interesting. I'm like, bro, why are you getting mad that Skip's interrupting you? He's been interrupting you the last like 3-4 years, bro. So that kind of was a tipping off point to me. Now we see it unfolding now a year or two later. So I'm just thinking to myself, who's right and who's wrong in this situation?
Okay. All right. So in my opinion, here's the thing, right? Ever since, and this is my little theory, right?
Yeah.
Ever since Shannon started his whole stupid ass YouTube channel, Club Shay Shay.
Yeah.
Ever since that blown up, like I feel like he thinks he's like too good for this fucking show or something, or he thinks he can. He doesn't need Skip, which is kind of true, but like I feel like he feels more emboldened to get all sensitive. By the way, I mean Shannon has always been sensitive, but now he feels like more emboldened to, because Skip, by the way, for those who don't know, in this relationship, Skip is the boss. For those who he is ahead of Shannon.
I mean, anybody knew that,
right? But just for those who didn't know, because there's some people who don't. Skip. So now that Shannon's own Club Shay Shay is successful,
yes.
I honestly I think Shannon is like, I don't need this clown next to me. I'm the show. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
I'm just as valuable to this network as Skip is. Unlike when he came in, he was just a Hall of Fame tight end, and Skip was the main star.
He was the face.
He was the face. Now Shannon has his own successful Fox. I think it's sponsored by Fox, or like I don't know. It has his own show on Fox, Club Shay Shay, and is doing great. So now he feels that he's just as equal as Skip, and he can snap back as Skip. And I think personally, knowing how big Shannon's fucking ego is, because Shannon's ego is immense, he probably thinks that now he can like bite back at Skip, and there are no repercussions.
That might be the truth. And honestly, I think Skip also has a podcast or a show on YouTube, and Shannon's is more popular than Skip's, because mainly because people actually like Shannon. I give him credit for that. People actually like Shannon. I saw he had LeVar Ball and Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah,
I think he had Floyd Mayweather on there. He had a lot of people on this. It's gonna be time before he has LeBron on there. So and then no one wants to talk to Skip because it's fucking Skip. So it is what it is. So I honestly think that. Maybe this is a way of Shannon saying, hey, I can get leverage in here. Maybe I can get, a Ken Griffey, or maybe I can get someone to replace Skip who's a big name. Because and I know this is kind of off topic, but it's kind of on. I did a video on, I don't know if I recorded, but I did a video on this. I got to give Stephen A his flowers because ever since he got rid of Max Kellerman, now granted, when he got rid of Max Kellerman, the ratings went down, but they went back up. Him and the Mad Dog, Chris Russo, him and, what's his name? Michael Irvin are actually put on a good show.
Right.
They're actually putting on an entertaining show. Him and what's his name? I think he has Jalen Rose on there sometimes. JJ Redick. They're actually putting on a good show, better show than Skip and Shannon. Right. So maybe Skip is looking at that, saying maybe if I get a few guys in here and do what Stephen A's doing, I can be like Stephen A. Smith. But here's the problem, though: no one wants to talk to Skip.
Yeah, it is true, and part of the fact that no one wants to talk to Skip is the fact that a lot of people, and the reason Shannon's popular is because a lot of people see Skip as an old white guy. I mean, he is an old white guy, but you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's not cool. Like, yeah, Shannon, right? Old white, yeah. Shannon is old too, by the way, old as hell. But he's cool. He's hip with it, or whatever the fuck.
Woke.
He's woke. So all these woke ass other athletes can fucking bond with him, and plus he was an athlete as well. Skip. I don't think he was good enough to even be a high school athlete. Like,
according to Jalen Rose, he averaged 1.3 in high school. So,
Jesus. So that's why I can see the decline of Skip happening, right? Because a lot of people are starting to turn on him. People didn't like him to begin with.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of like, oh, we don't like Skip, but we do like to watch him. Kind of like the whole Stephen A. Smith thing.
Yeah.
But now it's to a point where people they just don't like him in general. Like, the wokies don't like him.
No.
The conservatives don't like him.
Yeah.
Like, people just don't like him. Like, at least the wokies can do like Shannon. At least.
Yeah. Trust me, they come at me in my comments when I make fun. Oh, they're scared.
Right, like, exactly. Your video is a perfect example. When you shit on Shannon, you get a bunch of wokies in your comments talking shit. When if you shit on Skip, no one really talks shit about you.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a whole fact.
That's a literally like a micro example of what's happening at a larger scale. Like, Skip is starting. The only fact that Skip is around is because Fox literally pays him like $7 million a year.
Yeah.
At this point, Skip is on the decline. People don't like him. Hollywood, he just doesn't fit in Hollywood anymore, in my opinion. He's just not, like, he always needed a co-host, like, to make him shine. Like, Skip's not only does he look like a corpse, and he's already old, Skip should think about retiring, in my opinion. Because
it got so bad to the point where he called himself a LeBron James fan on Monday. So
yeah, it's just like
I think I agree with you.
And by the way, we have been Skip critics for the longest, by the way. But here's the thing. Do I think, and now I want to get to the reason they argued, right?
Yeah.
It was because of Skip's Damar Hamlin tweet, right?
Yeah, it was because of Skip's Damar Hamlin tweet.
Right. And by the way, we've been said Skip's an idiot, but I'm gonna have to play kind of devil's advocate here, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, what Skip said, people were like, cancel Skip, blah blah blah, Skip, like, get rid, like, fire him, destroy his career, right? Skip didn't, like, people are acting like Skip said, hopefully Damar Hamlin like kills over and dies. Like, that's what you would think Skip said on his tweet.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the the reactions to his comment, if you never looked at his tweet, you would think he said something like that based off the reactions people gave on Twitter.
Yeah.
Skip may be an idiot, but it's not like he said, like, people. Skip did not say the worst thing in the world. That's why people on Twitter overreact. And this is why I sent you the Adam Schiff
Oh fuck, I forgot about that. Yeah, the Adam Schefter thing.
All right. Well, I can say what happened. So basically, Adam Scheffner said a simple fact, right?
Yeah.
Damar Hamlin is placed on IR. Has been placed in IR. People went crazy over that shit. People were like, this is not the time. What's it called? Read the fucking room. You're a clown. Like, first of all, I don't like Adam Schiffner to begin with.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
But Adam Schiffner, all he did was state a fact.
Yeah, yeah, your tweet said the Bills have placed him on the IR.
That is like he just stated a fact, and people took a shit on him because he said a fact. He did not give an opinion. He did not fucking say what the fuck anything about. All he said was a fact. All he said was what the Bills did with Damar Hamlin. That's all he did.
Hold on, CO. This is CO. Didn't he get shit on for saying Dwayne Haskins passed away? He was a good Ohio State quarterback, but he struggled with the Redskins and the Steelers, and people shit on him for that?
Yeah, right.
He just stated a fact.
Right, and here's exactly, he wasn't giving an opinion, he was stating a fact. But this is a perfect example of how emotions overrule facts. Twitter is a perfect example. Just people are shitting him, like he said, the worst things in the world. People are too fucking sensitive. And this goes back to Shannon. Shannon is a bitch. All right. And I'm gonna say this: Shannon is a fucking bitch. The only reason he basically threw Skip under the bus in that interaction was so he can get brownie points with all his celebs and athletes, and on Twitter he can get brownie points as the woke bitch that he fucking is.
Yeah,
he's using, and this is what pisses me off. I'm tired of these bitches using Damar Hamlin's situation as a way to show who the fuck is the biggest fucking victim in the room.
Yeah.
Listen, and I'm gonna keep it real. No one knew who Damar was. I didn't know who Damar was. You didn't know who Damar was.
Nope.
80% of Twitter didn't know who the fuck Damar was. Probably higher than that. Why are y'all acting like your mother passed away? Why are you acting? Why are you fake crying? Yeah, and I'm gonna call it fake crying because ain't no fucking way you found out that this guy existed 5 minutes ago, and you're all of a sudden crying.
Yeah.
Can we be honest? Like, I'm tired of the fake, like, sympathy. Like, people, you can feel bad for Damar, right? You can feel bad for Damar because as a human, from a human level, you can feel bad for Lamar. You can wish him the best. But the fact of the matter is, the only people who are truly devastated about what happened to Damar is Damar's family and his friends.
Agree, and probably his teammates.
And I include them as his friends. But anybody else that cries, goes on a rampage on Twitter, attacking everyone under the sun for stating fact, anyone who does that is a piece of shit because they're being disingenuous. Ain't no way you knew who the fuck Damar was. You didn't give a fuck about Damar before, and all of a sudden he had a big disaster happen to him. By the way, something that will happen to us all. We will all die. By the way, so something happened to him, and all of a sudden you care about him. It's like he's your family member. You're crying a storm. You're defending him endlessly, even when no one's attacking him.
No,
that's not normal, bro. That's fake.
Now, let me read Skip's tweet. No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This is in this late in the season. A game of this magnitude is critical to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant.
Okay.
So I mean, I guess Skip said, which seems so irrelevant. I'm guessing he's saying this is irrelevant now since Damar, is fighting for his life.
Right, correct.
But at the same, because I don't want to defend, because this was a dumb tweet to post.
Yeah, I agree. It was a horrible, like, badly worded tweet at a wrong time, I guess.
But honestly, now if you look at it in retrospect, now the Bills, Chiefs, and fucking Bengals are tight that they're fucked out of the playoffs. Now
Right.
Skip's tweet kind of looks like now this guy kind of looks like a fucking genius now, especially since now Damar is healthy, he's good now.
Right.
Well, he's doing a way better than he was on Monday night.
Right, and yeah, no one we don't like to defend Skip because we've been advocates. I mean, we've been
I fucking hate Skip.
Yeah, I don't like Skip. But here's the thing, I'm not gonna what Skip said in that tweet, although probably not like it was a dumb tweet to make at the time. This is not a cancelable offense. Like,
listen, who gives a fuck?
Right.
This is skipbayless. I was literally just watching something. This was like years ago. You know who Blake Griffin is, the basketball player.
Right.
Him and that other idiot race baiter, Rob Parker, were like debating on if Blake Griffin is black or white, and should white people root for Blake Griffin because he's half white.
What the fuck kind of conversation is that?
And would I be allowed to play it? This was like years ago. This wasn't even my first take.
I think you could. I think.
All right, listen. So you know what? Then yeah, but I'll play that. But listen. If you want to cancel Skip, can you cancel Skip because he's a fucking retard?
Yeah, I mean,
like, he's an idiot, bro. I'm so sick and tired of Skip, and I'm sick and tired of all you Shannon fanboys. He's a retard.
Yeah, Shannon's
He's a clown.
He is a clown.
I'm so tired of him. And I'm tired of Skip as well too. But it's like people are making Shannon out to be this angel. He's an idiot.
Right.
And he's only doing this because he got so much backlash for the Kyrie Irving shit. I'm honestly convinced about that. But while I look up this video, CEO, do you want to explain this picture to everybody?
I mean, let's be honest, bro. Daniel Jones is average, all right? And here's the thing, right? That's a compliment, in my opinion, right? Because him calling Daniel Jones average, considering what he did the past 4 years, is a compliment. I would think so. Like, here's the thing. Daniel Jones and the Giants made the postseason.
Yes.
There's a segment of the Giants fan base that is acting like Daniel Jones has won the MVP, has made it to the championship or the Super Bowl, or that the fact that he won 4 Pro Bowls and went all pro throughout his whole career. Like, that's not who he is, bro. This is the first time he's making the postseason. He hasn't proved jack shit. 0 Pro Bowls, 0 MVPs, 0 All Pros, 0 everything.
Yeah.
Like, his numbers aren't spectacular. He's average.
Well, let me tell you on the screen. Let me ask you something, CEO.
Yeah.
People will bring up 2020.
Okay.
You know, the famous year the Eagles tanked, Redskins won the division and went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But if the Eagles would have won that game, Giants would have went to the playoffs.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
This is actually something. I'm asking you this. I don't want to ask Giants fans this because they're biased.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely don't want to ask Daniel Jones fans because they're super biased.
Right.
Would you even if the Eagles won that game, would you consider that a good season? We were 6-10. Even if we did make the playoffs,
yeah,
would that be a good season?
No.
Like, 6-10. That's a good season.
No, it's not.
Like, we're just gonna ignore the fact that not only Daniel Jones, but that whole damn team was horrible. But we're just gonna make it off of that one game where the Eagles decided to tank, which is in their right. Who cares? Me personally, I didn't even want to. I'm mad we beat the Cowboys because honestly, I wanted a higher draft pick. I wanted Devontae Smith. I wanted Jamar Chase. Giants fans, can I ask you something? If we would have lost that game against the Cowboys, you do realize we would have had Devontae Smith, right? Instead of drafting Kadarius Toney, who's not on the damn team anymore. You do realize that, right?
Yep.
Like you do. Oh, I thought you caught that. But you do realize that, right, Giants fans?
And I think they called you an idiot at the time, by the way.
For what?
I mean, I think people thought your take at that time was dumb.
Well, what take?
No, like your opinion about tanking. Like,
what was the point? Oh my god! Listen, Giants. Listen. You know what kills me the best is that 2020 we beat the Cowboys. Even though if we would have lost to the Cowboys, we had a higher draft pick, which means the Eagles wouldn't be able to trade up to get Devontae Smith. We would have had Devontae Smith. We would have had that Cowboys pick. We could have had Devontae Smith. And you know what's crazy? We have no wide receivers. We have no wide receivers. We could have Devontae Smith, who is he's better than what was on the field right now, and we wouldn't have to draft Kadarius Toney, who's not even on the team anymore. But you guys bitch about 2020. You guys bitch about all of this shit. I'm sorry. I'm not counting as a good season for Daniel Jones. We were 6-10.
Right.
6-10.
And by the way, like, people think that calling Daniel Jones average is an insult. It's not. Like, it's really not. By the way, I'm not saying you can't win. Like, Joe Flacco was our quarterback for the longest. He was average as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, all we have had outside of maybe Lamar, all we have had has been average quarterbacks, below average quarterbacks our whole fucking like lifetime as our franchise.
Yeah.
And Lamar, and by the way, Lamar only has one playoff win, right? Lamar is an MVP. He's a Pro Bowler, All Pro, all that shit. And he still gets a shit ton of criticism because he only has one fucking playoff game. Only one fucking playoff game. And that's legit criticism, by the way.
By the way, see, I just want to let you know, bro. It's looking like we're gonna play the Vikings in the playoffs.
All right.
So it seems like it's a realistic thing that we could probably beat the Vikings. So yeah. I'm just letting you know if Daniel Jones goes like 1-1 in the playoffs, that fucking
it's over.
His fanboys are gonna come at you. I'm just letting you know that.
No, I 100% know. If Daniel Jones manages to beat the Vikings, because it is a possibility, because you guys almost won.
Yeah,
it is a possibility, and we know how much Kirk Cousins chokes.
Yep.
It is a possibility, and if he wins, people are going people think that one playoff win is going to make him equal or better than Lamar. That one playoff win, like, they'll compare him to Lamar, they'll compare him to Deshaun Watson, they'll compare him to, like, all he has to do is win one playoff game, and he will automatically, in the eyes of so many Giants fans, he will automatically be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Even though he has been average to below average the rest, like, literally his whole fucking career.
Yeah. And by the way, the guy threw 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 3,000 yards, 3,205 yards.
Bro, that is average.
But see, people will blame the wide receivers.
Right, and guess what? If he loses this playoff game, because that's also a realistic possibility, if he loses, the excuses will roll. The excuses will come like, oh, you know what? He took us so far. By the way, not the team. He took them so far.
Not the defense.
Not the coaching staff. He took them so far, and they failed him because he had no receivers.
Yeah.
And maybe Daniel Jones did earn another year. That's fine. I would love to see him repeat and get to the playoffs again. I would love to see that shit.
Now, let me hop in here. So I'm the Giants fan here. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, go ahead.
Everybody knows I'm not a Daniel Jones fan. I have nothing. First of all, let me just say this: I have nothing personal against Daniel Jones, but I don't believe in Daniel Jones. I watch him every week. I don't see what everybody else sees, but I'm not a Daniel Jones fan, dude. Does this make me a Daniel Jones? Do I think we should pay Daniel Jones? Absolutely fucking not. No way in hell. Does this make me think that Daniel Jones deserves another year? Absolutely. Absolutely. and I will criticize this. Joe Shane should have gave him that 5th-year option because I think I said it in the beginning of this year when I think it was our stream that says players who need to prove themselves this year, and we put Daniel Jones on the list. And I said it is a possibility that hey, he can make the playoffs this year, and his fanboys will start sucking his dick like they weren't sucking it before.
Right. But
and we're in this situation. So I honestly think Daniel Jones, we need to franchise tag him. We need to franchise tag him and shout out to my boy YTC. YTC said we're playing the NFC West next year, which means we're playing the Niners, Seattle, and a healthy Rams teams. Hey, Daniel, go beat them. Hey, Brian DeBall, go beat them. Next year is the prove year.
But here's my thing as well. I don't even blame Joe Shane for not picking up his option because how the fuck was he supposed to know someone who's been someone who's been dog shit for the past 3 to 4 years? How did he know they were going to get to the fucking playoffs? Like the man just looked at the videotapes. He looked at the statistics and he was like, "This guy sucks." So I can't blame him for that. All right, yes. Now you have to franchise tag him. Okay, that's fine. It's not like you're going to franchise tag or sign Saquon. You should get rid of Saquon, by the way. Listen, it's fine. The franchise tag is fine. Like you said, franchise tag him. Tell him to prove it. Brian Dable is not getting any credit, by the way. Most of the credit is given to Daniel Jones. I barely hear people even giving Wink any credit for fuck's sake. Like this man right here on the screen is getting the majority of the credit. So okay, let's see them repeat. Let's see it.
Now, I was gonna do a video on Daniel Jones, and I don't want to give away everything I was gonna say, but you bring up Lamar. The simple fact that Lamar he's not getting a contract this year.
Right.
That's just a fact. He's going to get franchise tagged again. But the simple fact that people are saying, he can, and by the way, Lamar, Rashad Bateman, Duval, what's his name? What's his asshole's name? What's his name?
It was Rashad Bateman, Duval.
Come on, bro. That's no wide receivers there. Like, come on, those guys suck.
Yeah, balls. Oh, my bad. We got the corpse of Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson has been good since like 2009.
Oh, and we got the 5th best receiver in Kansas City, Demarcus Robinson.
Don't even know who that is. So it's like, and he's not going to get a contract. He was the NFL MVP.
Yep.
He's made the playoffs his first 3 years. Like, because I'm not trying to shit on Daniel, because I'm actually happy we made the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But it comes to a point where it's like, can we chill out on Daniel Jones? Like, I get this is like, and I hate to do this because I said it before and I'll say it again. But Mitchell, fuck Trubisky, fuck Derek Carr. Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl. And they paid him. He sucked ever since. You seriously want to sign Daniel Jones to a 2-3 year deal? Absolutely not.
Right, and by the way, yes, Flacco won a Super Bowl, which a lot of Daniel Jones celebrities are going to be like, see, Flacco won a Super Bowl, so we can go to the Super Bowl and we can sign average. Yes, and then we sucked for the next fucking decade. So congratulations. Like Flacco, we all can agree Flacco is at best average.
Yeah, at best, yeah.
And he's our best franchise quarterback, technically.
Yeah,
so my thing is, how many Joe Flaccos, how many Eli Mannings, Manning himself was goddamn average, except for the postseason and those 2 Super Bowls. Let me tell you, if Manning and Flacco did not exist, Daniel Jones would have been the fuck out of there.
But here's my thing, and Michael, and I want to bring this out to Michael and I'm not coming at you, Michael. You know you're my boy, bro. A little weird, but you're my boy. I'm not saying Daniel Jones is top 10 quarterback, but I have seen teams with below average quarterbacks do well, like teams like Jimmy G, and have a winning record with the Niners. Okay, yeah, great. And what the hell have the Niners won?
Right.
Can we put this in context? Can we stop with this average quarterback bullshit? Like, it pisses me off. And it's especially with Giants fan because throughout our history, it's Eli Manning. That's why I made the video, the Eli Manning syndrome video, because Giants fans think, oh, if we have an average quarterback with great running backs, great offensive lines, great this, great that, that's not how we win. Can we talk about the fact that Eli Manning lost 68 games after that Super Bowl? Can we talk about that? Can we talk about the fact that Trent Dilfer didn't do a goddamn thing after 2000? Joe Flacco didn't do a goddamn thing after 2013? Can we talk about the fact that Nick Foles has been irrelevant since 2017? Can we talk about that, please?
Yeah, and by the way, look at year in and year out because those are the anomalies. Look year in year out. Who are the contenders in the AFC? The Bengals.
It was the Mannings, the Peyton Mannings.
Right.
It was the Brady's. It was the Ben Roethlisbergers.
Right.
In 2010s, it was the Rodgers, the Breezes, the Mahomes.
Right, and look at this year. You got Joe Burrow, who's arguably a great quarterback, in with the Bengals, right?
Yes.
Great quarterback in Josh Allen.
Yes.
Great quarterback in Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
By the way, those three are out of those three, those are the three most likely to come out of the AFC. Those three teams.
And honestly, whoever, because the AFC, but whoever comes out the NFC is going to get their ass whooped by one of those three of those teams. Let's be for real. Come on.
Exactly. And you can technically count Lamar in there. I'll count him slightly below, but even he, he's not and he's losing his elite status only because he's injury prone at this point. Yeah. And Lamar, listen,
which I was feeling right about CEO, so go fuck yourself.
Listen, I would sign Lamar and I would give him his bag and I would let shit happen. If we suck balls for the next 5 to 7 years, it is what it is. But I'm signing Lamar just on principle, right? But let's be honest. Lamar has won one playoff game and he's starting to look injury prone.
But Lamar's done more than Daniel Jones has.
Oh, fuck yeah, of course. But that's what I'm saying. But
there's discussions about not signing him.
That's what I'm saying. First of all, if Lamar went to the fucking Giants, y'all probably be better off. Shit.
First of all, time out. Come on. First of all, time out. First of all, A-Pass Jack, you're either good or bad. Just because you won a Super Bowl doesn't mean you're facts. A-Pass Jack. So Stafford, Nick Foles ain't. What? Nick Foles is a bum.
Flacco isn't average, bro. Look at his statistics.
Bro, Stafford was great with the Lions. He was throwing 5,000 yards with the Lions.
Okay, and by the way, Michael, Nick Foles is not even starting caliber good in the NFL. You know why? Because he's not starting anywhere.
Time out. Michael, you're a Bears fan, right? Jim McMahon is an anomaly. What the hell did Jim McMahon do after 85? Michael, you want to take it there? Rex Grossman, what the hell did he do after 2006 when you guys lost to who? A franchise quarterback in Peyton Manning.
And by the way, I just want to point something out. This argument all falls apart. Blake Bortles got to the AFC Championship, something Lamar hasn't done yet. Does that mean that fucking Blake Bortles is better than Lamar?
Bro, time out. Blake Bortles what's his record? He's 2-1 in the playoffs.
Right.
They gave him a bag, and we saw how that worked out.
Yeah.
They're now just starting to get Trevor Lawrence in the play.
Exactly.
So I'm not saying get rid of Daniel Jones. I'm saying put him on the franchise tag since we didn't give him his 5th-year option. Even though I do think he should have gave him his 5th-year option because he is a number 1 overall pick, and you could honestly feel something like this was going to happen, especially since he was playing with a bag. And by the way, Daniel Jones is also injury prone too, by the way. But give him the franchise tag. Try to pay Saquon Barkley first of all. And by the way, Saquon, you're not getting Christian McCaffrey money. We're gonna offer you something that's good. Oh shit, Derrick Henry. Fuck. But listen, we're gonna offer you 10 to 15 mil. Take it or get the fuck out, and just run it back next year.
Right.
Against harder competition because we're playing the NFC West. That's a fact. We're playing the Niners. We're playing Seattle. We're playing a healthy Rams team with Stafford and them boys. Go beat them.
Right.
So, it's just, oh my gosh. The facts, A-Pass Jack, facts. Outside of Tom Brady, everyone who has a Super Bowl hasn't been the same. Facts. That is a whole fact. You need franchise quarterbacks to be successful in this league.
Yeah, you need like what gives you the best chance of winning a football game is an elite quarterback. It's simple as that.
Like, can I just ask everybody a question? We're talking about Flacco and Eli Manning. Are they better than Dan Marino, Jim Kelly?
No.
Like, come on, bro.
Joe Flacco can't even sniff Dan Marino. Like,
there's a reason why we talk about Dan Marino, and like, he's never won a Super Bowl. He's only been to one, and he's lost.
Right. And this is exactly why.
And by the way, CEO, can you confirm that I didn't tell you to make that pick? You kind of just came in here like that.
Oh, yeah, I can't. This was my original idea, by the way.
And by the way, why did you do this? I didn't even want to talk about Daniel Jones yet.
Oh, because I was saving this for the whole when Fist was gonna almost let me into the Giants thing. So yeah, this would have not gone over well. So good thing you didn't let me.
Oh no, because that Giants channel. Oh, they came at my neck.
Yeah, they would have. Ooh, they would have hated me, bro. The good thing he didn't bring me on that shit because.
And I'm not PC, so I had to like shut my. But listen, I'm not a hater of Daniel Jones. I'm just saying, like, bro, why are we giving him excuses for what? What were these excuses for Cam Newton? He had Devin Funchess and Ted Ginn.
Right.
It took them to a Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, right? Shit. And fuck, and he sacrificed his body taking him to that Super Bowl because that man was trucking people like Derrick Henry.
I don't understand. I'm not saying Daniel Jones needs to come back next year because he needs to prove it. But signing him to a 3-year deal, and first of all, if you're Daniel Jones, why the hell would you want to come back? Like, bro, the team didn't believe in you. You brought him to the playoffs. I'm like, bro, I want Kyler Murray money. I'm in the playoffs. He's not. Like, why would Daniel Jones want to come back? Like, if you have a chance to get a bigger bag somewhere else, why wouldn't you want to go there?
But you know why he doesn't want to go out? He doesn't want to leave?
Why?
Because he knows he's fucking average. Like, bro, like, wow. If he thought, listen, Lamar, and for everything I said about criticisms, Lamar, I don't think Lamar's worried about getting signed back to the Ravens because he knows he'll get a big ass bag from Miami, the Jets, the Colts, whatever the fuck. They're gonna break the bank for him. Yeah. No one's gonna fucking break the bank for Daniel Jones, bro. Like, they're not doing that. Like,
by the way, go ahead. Do you mind if Michael comes in and debates us?
No, go ahead. Yeah, no, bring him in.
All right, Michael. I'm gonna send you the link on Instagram. But keep going ahead, CEO.
Right, like, this is why Daniel Jones would be perfectly. Listen, if we franchise tag Lamar Jackson, there's a good chance he sits out. There's a very good chance he sits out. Right?
Facts.
There's a very good chance if we franchise tag him, he goes to the front office and demands a trade. There's a fantastic chance that happens. If Daniel Jones gets the franchise tag, he'll be like, "Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir." Because he knows if he goes to the free agent market, no one's going to be giving him top-tier quarterback money. No one.
I think there'll be a team dumb enough to give him that money.
Listen, I just do not see a team breaking the bank for Daniel Jones. Like, I just can't see. Like, maybe what team is retarded enough to do that? Maybe the Washington, because it was allegedly they wanted him. Maybe. But personally, I don't think Daniel Jones has a problem with the franchise tag. Like, would he like to get paid long term? Obviously.
Yeah.
But do I think that, like, who do I think would be more bothered with getting a franchise tag, Lamar or Daniel Jones? I would think it would be Lamar Jackson.
Oh, Lamar, hands down, because at least, and I don't think you should sign Lamar. It's not looking good in his future, but at least Lamar has something. What the hell does Daniel Jones have?
Right. Like,
why would you? What would y'all put Jim Kelly average or franchise?
Franchise, yeah. He took him to 4 Super Bowls, right?
Yeah, he took him to 4 straight Super Bowls. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's elite shit right there, bro. And
Apex Jack, you're bugging. Apex Jack, you're bugging.
And by the way, what's it called? Shit, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, we were talking about Daniel Jones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Daniel Jones, listen, Daniel Jones is in the best place, like not from a roster perspective, right?
Yeah.
But he is in the best place where all he has to do is get to the playoffs this year. Probably doesn't even have to win it. He'll get franchise tagged next year, and all he has to do is make the wild card again next year, and he'll get a bag. He doesn't
And
even have to
honestly,
win
I'm
it.
gonna be keeping it real with CEO. Even if he wins the Super Bowl this year, I want a franchise tag his ass. Nope.
No, yeah, but what I'm saying is he's actually, regardless of what a lot of people think, he's actually in a good position because he has to do bare minimum. Like,
Yeah.
just get in this year because he's there. You guys are already in.
Yeah, we're already in. Yep.
Next year, make the wild card. You probably don't even have to win it, and you'll probably get the bag.
Yeah. And what was I gonna say? That's gonna suck too. But yeah, Apex Jack. So I don't know if you heard about it, CEO, but the Eagles will be getting the first seed in the NFC because Brian DeBoe came out and said we're benching Daniel Jones and Saquon. So, and we're not even starting Tyrod. We're starting Davis Webb. So.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean,
but speaking of it, our debater here today is Michael.
Yo, what's up?
What's up,
good
Mike?
CEO, what's good, RJ? So, yeah, I agree. I agree that Daniel Jones has been average. You know, he's not a top 5 quarterback, not a top 10 quarterback, but he's
Not even
doing
top
enough.
15, Michael.
I'm just saying that he's doing enough to. I'm not going to say that the Giants have been, well, they've been in a lot of close games, but I'm not going to say that Daniel Jones is the reason why they're winning, but he's doing enough to win the game. And I definitely think he does deserve another year with the Giants. I'm not saying give him like a big time contract like what the Ravens or other teams are going to be doing with Lamar. I'm just saying he's going to deserve another year because he definitely earned it. I mean, my point is, yeah, I mean, I do agree that majority of the times you need a elite quarterback to do shit, but sometimes that's not only the case because I've seen good quarterback play from other teams, like for example, the Colts with Andrew Luck for about, I think it was about 8 years or 9 years when he entered the league before he retired. Andrew Luck only got the Colts closest to the AFC title game, and they ran into Tom Brady. Majority of teams run into Tom Brady. Andrew Luck was a good quarterback, but the team around him was horrible. That's why Andrew Luck could do everything that he could, but ultimately the team failed because the team wasn't good. Now, if you look at the Panthers, the Panthers went to the Super Bowl with Cam Newton, and you want to know what ruined Cam Newton? Injuries, and the fact that they never had a squad around Cam Newton. And Ron Rivera hasn't had a winning season in like back-to-back winning seasons. So Cam Newton was a good quarterback, but what did Cam Newton? He was a good quarterback, but he never won it all in the end. So you can get you can get an elite quarterback, but they can do everything they can to win the games that they could. But if they fail, and in the end, that just proves that the team around them is horrible. So I don't understand why you can say, oh, elite quarterback can win a Super Bowl no matter what his weapons are. So
I'm not saying that. Listen, Michael. Here's my point about it. Here's my point is that listen. I get you can win with a average quarterback. I get that. That's not the norm though. That's honestly, and you brought up Stafford's not average. Stafford is above average. I'm not saying he's vastly above average. He's better than Alex Smith. He's better than Daniel Jones. He's better than Dak Prescott. He's supremely better than Derek Carr. That is a fact. The year before that, Tom Brady, enough said. The year before that, Patrick Mahomes, enough said. The year before that, Tom Brady, enough said. 2017 was the anomaly with Nick Foles. Then the year before that, Brady. Year before that, Peyton. Year before that, Brady. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
I understand, but I just want to say that and Stafford, yeah, he was a above average quarterback because the years that he was with Detroit,
Kaiju boy, you are dumb as shit. But go ahead. You are
Yeah,
dumb.
but we don't address comic book nerds in here. So I was saying Matthew Stafford, he was a good quarterback because my team played him twice a year, but the problem was the Lions were a horrible franchise team. He gets traded to the Rams, they win the Super Bowl. And his weapons were Cooper Kupp had a good season, had like a elite season with them. Van Jefferson was kind of underrated. He had Cam Akers in the playoffs, and OBJ didn't come there until like November, and I think the Rams had a very, very solid defense that year. So Stafford just needed to go to a well completed team around him to win it all because
Let me ask you something, Michael. If you swap Daniel Jones with Matthew Stafford last year, do you think the Rams win the Super Bowl?
I think they probably would have. I mean, they probably would have. If when they make the playoffs, they would probably beat the Cardinals, but lose to the Buccaneers.
And you want to know why? Because Daniel Jones is average at best.
And another thing, Cooper Kupp didn't have those seasons with fucking Jared Goff. He had them with Matt Stafford. You know why? Because Jared Goff sucks. And
yeah, Jared. Do you want to know his numbers? Jared Goff on the Lions right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let me look it up.
By the way, Jared Goff has done more than Daniel Jones has his first 4 years in the NFL.
Right, and Goff is deemed as a sucky quarterback or at best average.
And he's about to take the Lions to the fucking playoffs if they beat the Packers.
Jared Goff has 4,214 passing yards, 29 touchdowns, and only 7 interceptions.
Time out. Who's his? Hold up. I'm under this dude. Jared Goff doesn't have that many good receivers either.
Not that I'm aware of.
So why does he not get the excuse? And he has 29 touchdowns, 7 picks, and Daniel Jones only has 15 touchdowns.
Well, I'll say this because I play the Lions twice a year. What's that St. Brown, Maha St. Brown, not Equinavius, who's on my team. There's a St. Brown brother on the Lions who's also doing good. Who's that Alabama receiver that they took in the draft? He's also doing better.
No idea. I mean, there's no big names on that team. So, Kaiju, bro, you are dumb as rocks. I'm sorry. Hold on. Time out. First of all, Kaiju.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask Kaiju a question.
Let me shuttle over Kaiju. Kaiju, yeah, he never had fucking weapons. You called Devin Funches and the washed up Tegan weapons, and you said how is Dak better than Stafford? You're a fucking retard.
Wait. And don't say DJ Moore because Cam Newton was injured when DJ Moore came around.
Yeah, it's a fact. Yeah, that's a whole fact.
In my opinion, DJ Moore is the number 2.
Yeah.
Listen, people, I understand having a good quarterback is good. Justin Fields, for example, he's a good quarterback, but our team around him is horrible. So
I'll say I just want to say out on the fields.
If you put Cam with Dak's weapons, that shit would have been over. That shit would have been over. I'm talking about prime Cam. Yeah, you put him with the weapons Dak has, bro. That shit would have been done.
Oh, exactly. With Michael Gallup, CD West.
He had Amari. He had
CD Lamb. You got he got a solid running back because he didn't have a running back. And right. So
if you gave him that team, he would have won the Super Bowl. Fuck out of here.
Facts. But since CEO's in here, since we talked about him, what's your thoughts on Lamar and this injury and just honestly the future with Lamar Jackson and the Ravens?
Honestly,
I was asking CEO, but
I'm gonna be unbiased. When I on here,
Michael, hold on, time out. Can you let the Ravens fan answer first?
All right, sorry, I'll shut the fuck up.
Yeah, well, you said something. You said that. What do I think about Lamar's injury and all that?
Lamar's injury, and what do you think his future will be with the Ravens?
I think Lamar gets it. Listen, there's a lot of speculation that Lamar is not playing because because of contract issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not true. Lamar's probably not playing because that PCL injury is a lot worse than originally thought. Like his knee is not 100%, and that's damning. If like I understand why Ravens quarterback, Ravens fans want Lamar because he's exciting. We had average to below average quarterbacks our whole career as a freaking franchise. So I understand why they want Lamar Jackson, but Lamar Jackson has been getting injured a lot. And,
last 3 years.
Right. He has been getting injured a lot. And a part of his game is his legs, right?
Agreed.
So I'm thinking the Ravens are looking at the Cardinals and what's going on with Kyler Murray. And they're like, we don't want to be put in that position.
Yo.
So I can see why that there's hesitancy to pay him. Like Lamar, it could either go like I don't think, and you made a good point before. I don't think Lamar can there's a good chance he won't make it to 30 at least in his prime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean he's got injured especially if it's his legs injury.
Right, and the thing is, he wasn't even injured running; he was injured in the pocket. Like,
wasn't he running? Then he got tackled.
No, because he had 2 injuries, right? The Broncos one was probably because he was running, but the other one wasn't. So he got injured in both ways, in the pocket and running. So that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
I love Lamar; he's great, but it's kind of like I don't have a problem signing him long term. If we fuck up and he turns out to be like the next RG3 or something like that. It is what it is. But I understand. I don't think the Ravens are retarded for not signing him, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But, go ahead.
No, I think he's going to get the franchise tag. He's going to demand a trade, and Costa might be put in a position where he might consider trading him for 3 first-round picks.
Sorry, but Michael, what's your thoughts on an unbiased take?
Well, I think Lamar is probably the reason why the Ravens have been relevant lately. After Joe Flacco won the Super Bowl, the Ravens have been pretty much been having below average quarterback play with Joe Flacco, and Lamar's keeping them relevant. So I'm just saying the Ravens would be a stupid franchise to get rid of Lamar because Lamar is keeping their best hopes of possibly maybe winning a Super Bowl with them. If you had a good team, because the Ravens have no good receivers. And the last time Lamar Jackson had a receiver that was his MVP season was Hollywood Brown. And I'm going to say this. I think the Ravens would be stupid to move on from Lamar and if they decide to move on from Lamar, they have to probably draft a quarterback or sign one, or else they will become the new Cleveland Browns of the AFC North if they decide to move on from Lamar. That's just my opinion on it. And besides, you need to get a quarterback that fits Greg Roman's offense.
Okay.
Because all Greg Roman's offense is run.
Right. And by the way, listen, if we get rid of Lamar, first of all, Greg Roman's out of here this season, after this season.
Are you sure about that? I mean, you're saying that the last 3 years. So.
No, but I'm 100% sure this time. He's out of here he's out of here. And if Lamar leaves, we would have to rebuild the coaching staff and Harbaugh. I don't know if he'll be out, but Like everything's up in the air at that point. Now, yes, Lamar has been keeping us relevant. That's why I said I would like to sign him back. But I'm gonna be honest, like there's a good possibility that like the prime Lamar years are past. Now, I'm not saying that that's the case, but there's a possibility that like the best version of Lamar has passed. Like he's probably stagnated. Either he's the same or below that, right? So I would like to sign him. I want to see him signed, but with like I said, mobile like I hate this fact because I like mobile quarterbacks a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I think the way the Ravens are weighing their options, like, do we really want if we give because Lamar wants record breaking the money, right? He wants a Deshaun Watson guaranteed, like everything's guaranteed, right?
Yes.
But why would Lamar would want that? You know why? Because in the back of his mind, I'm thinking that there's a good chance he keeps getting injured.
Yeah.
And that means too bad. I'm injured all the time, but you still have to give me my money. So that's why Lamar wants that. He wants to fully guaranteed because there's a good probability that he's going to get re-injured. If we give him that bag, like, okay, if we see that Lamar can do things without wide receivers, he could probably make the playoffs without good wide receivers. But do I think he's going to be making Super Bowls consistently without good wide receivers? Probably not.
Of course not, because you definitely need a good team around any quarterback to possibly win a Super Bowl.
But here's the thing: if we give him record-breaking guaranteed money,
there's a little chance of that happening.
Exactly, he's gonna have to work with what the fuck we got, and we damn know the Ravens suck balls at drafting receivers.
Yeah.
So, what good possibility does Lamar have of getting good shit? Probably never. So, if he gets that money, we're going to be stuck with practice squad wide receivers for the grand majority of the time until all the defensive contracts have to be restructured and get canceled or whatever, or we have to dismantle the defense completely to try to recoup some money to try to get Lamar a weapon. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? If he wasn't on borderline, if he wasn't injury prone or at least borderline injury prone, then I would pay him. I'd be like, whatever. I think with Lamar alone, we could probably be relevant and at least maybe get to a championship game. But if Lamar's going to be out consistently year in, year out, then what's the fucking point of paying him? We gave Ron Lee Stanley, one of the best tackles in the league, right? We gave him we gave him a shit ton of money. He has played like 4 games in the past 2 years.
So I know where this is coming from, and I'm just saying if I'm the Ravens GM, and you obviously I know they're going to do a contract negotiation with Lamar, and he's going to want the biggest money. I'm going to go through his resume. All right, Lamar, you only have 1 MVP, only have 1 playoff win. You've been hurt for the past 2 seasons, and you think that what type of money is he asking for?
The Ravens?
Let me give my opinion about this whole Lamar situation. First of all, I want to say this, and I want to make this. I think we had an argument. I think it was on my stream. There's a difference between a scrambler and a mobile quarterback.
Okay.
I think Lamar Jackson is a scrambler, which he runs a lot. And a mobile quarterback is like a Mahomes, where you don't think of like him running, 50, 60 yards down the field. Mm-hmm. I think you do need a mobile quarterback, yes, but a scrambler is up in the air. Like the Jalen Hurts, who's ironically injured. Justin Fields, I think he's a scrambler. He got injured. Lamar Jackson, he's injured. But the Mahomes and Josh Allen, I do think I'm not wishing this on him, but I do think he will get injured eventually because he runs a lot.
Yeah, he does run a lot.
And then clearly Cam Newton was a very good scrambler. But Joe Burrow, he's a mobile quarterback where he can run, but clearly you think of throwing with Joe Burrow. But honestly, just looking at this Lamar situation, it's unfortunate because I actually like Lamar. I think Lamar is a good guy. I think he's not he's not like overtly like woke, which I actually kind of like because a lot of you would expect him to be woke, especially since he has this cult of personality on YouTube who come at me over dumb shit and fuck all you assholes. You guys are not even Raven fans. You're Lamar sexuals. So go fuck yourselves, all right? Fuck you. Anyway, I'm not even gonna go in on them, but at the same time, if I'm the Ravens, you got to franchise tag him again. And for anybody who's saying Lamar is not playing because of the you're an idiot. Why the hell will Lamar have this notion that he's injury prone when he's trying to get a bag? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So if I'm the Ravens, I wouldn't mind them paying him. I'll actually root for that, but from a business standpoint, that would probably be a bad business investment.
Listen, and then I said it, like, I want Lamar signed. I want him to get the money. And I said, if we sign Lamar and he's injury prone as fuck and it blows up in our face, I'm saying it. I said it, so be it. I'm willing to take the risk. But I don't think the Ravens are idiots if they are weighing the possibility that he could go the route of like RG3 or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they're idiots.
Also, I want to say this. You can pay a quarterback a huge contract, but sooner or later that's going to blow up on the team. Like, I mean,
look at Patrick Mahomes is about to. He might go to an AFC Championship game. Hell, he might go to a Super Bowl and look at his wide receivers.
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. It's been only like 2-3. I think it's only been 2 seasons ever since they gave Mahomes that huge contract. But I'm not even gonna bring up Mahomes. Look at the team like the Browns. They overpaid Deshaun Watson.
Right,
Michael, time out. That's still up in the air.
And you got the Broncos who just paid Russ a huge contract as well.
Now here's the thing. Now, what's going on with Russ is probably like an anomaly because the Broncos were expecting like the Russ. They were expecting Seattle Russ. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I don't blame them for paying because if I think like if the Ravens, like for example, any team would have picked up Russell Wilson. Like, so I can't blame the Broncos for that. It has nothing to do with the money. Patrick Mahomes got paid a shit ton of money, and he's doing it with like shitty receivers. You know why? Because he's fucking elite. You know what I'm saying?
By the way,
Patrick Mahomes is special. He's like the best. He's like
Michael, that guy in your division is about to make the playoffs.
Oh, Robbie?
Yes. Well, he has to win. He has to win against Detroit.
He's going to beat Detroit.
Yeah, he's doing
like.
It's in Green Bay. You're bringing a dome team in Green Bay in January.
All right, but I'm not saying I wouldn't take the Lions lightly. You know?
I'm taking the line. Well, I'm not saying they're going to beat come on, bro.
All right. I'm not saying that would be the best bet to put the Lions to win. I'm just saying, the Lions do not go out without a fight. They play like y'all did the same. Like, I was wrong about the Lions, so I'm just gonna say this: the Lions are not going to go down without a fight. They're going to. That's why I think they're well coached. And Jared Goff, even though he's not a elite quarterback, he's a good bridge quarterback for them for the past 2 years. So I'm just saying, Detroit is not going to go down without a fight. If
that's
you think
cool, you don't have to go down with a fight, but that's why you have an elite quarterback in Aaron Rodgers.
If you think Detroit is going to get massacred by Green Bay tomorrow,
no, I just think they're going to win. I didn't say they were.
No, they're going to win.
Right, I don't think they're going to get a blowout. Maybe I don't know, but
that's my point because they have Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Right.
Like, so that's my point. So
and another thing, I would understand if the Ravens were offering like Lamar peanuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be shitting on them, but they're offering him like highest paid quarterback money. The only issue is the guarantees. So instead of guaranteeing him 70%, Lamar wants 100%. That's where the disagreement comes in.
And I get that disagreement because he's and they're seeing what's going on with Kyler Murray. They pay Kyler Murray that shitty ass money.
Right.
Now he's out for next year. We know that for a fact. He's out for next year.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you guys. Well, I'm pretty sure TRL is going to remind me, but there's a possibility that the Cardinals might trade D-Hop.
Oh yeah, and you're a good. I would love D-Hop, but there's a good. By the way, you make a good point about the occulta person with the Lamar. Like Lamar is great, like as a personality, and as a person of character, he's fantastic, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
But just like LeBron, this guy has like there are Lamar sexuals, like, and you know how I know that because the Lamar sexuals are like, when Lamar leaves, I'm leaving too. Like, then you're not a Ravens fan. Get the fuck off like the fan base.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if you watched my Cam Newton versus Lamar video. I said I wasn't coming at Raven fans. I was coming at Lamar sexuals themselves.
Yeah, because there are Lamar, like, I'm not lying, there are Lamar sexuals. And if you're in the NFL, right, if you're a fan of the NFL and you follow a player, you don't follow a team, then you are a sexual of that player. So if you follow Lamar around, just like all the LeBron sexuals, you were Cleveland Cavalier fans.
Heat fans.
Now you're Heat fans, and now you're Laker fans. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Like, your opinion does not matter.
Like, bro, listen, Lamar is great, but I'm just giving. I always said I never disrespect. I might joke around with CEO and say like, "Oh, Lamar's trash," but I always said I like Lamar. He's fine, like he's cool. But I'm just saying, if I'm the Ravens, I'm looking at Lamar as like, okay, bro, your legs are shaky. Your main game is with your legs.
Right.
You know, you want all this money you want this money. I'm looking at someone like a Kyler Murray. I'm kind of hesitant to do it. That's a if you're a business, because let's be real, the Ravens are a business. That will be, an iffy business decision to give all this guy who's not reliable at this point all this money.
Right. And by the way, if they give him the bag, all he wanted, whatever, they give him everything, and he got like an ACL tear like the next year, right?
That would be a bad look.
That would be a fucking all the Ravens fans.
Yep.
Like, why did you sign Lamar? Why the fuck?
Yeah, this is a fact.
You can't fucking win.
Yeah, for everybody who's like, give Lamar the bag, all these media people saying give Lamar the bag. As soon as he actually gets injured, why'd you give Lamar the bag? That was a bad investment. It's like you gotta do what's best for your team.
Right. Yeah. Fuck.
And I think I said this last week. I'm gonna say it here again. Maybe Bucky Books guy was like, hey, maybe draft Justin Fields. Maybe that's looking like
okay. Here's the thing with Bucky, right? That he might get credit on this, right? Is he was kind of viewing the Ravens quarterback situation like college, right?
Yeah.
He was like, listen, Lamar is most likely going to let's be honest. As of now, I'm not saying that scramblers or whatever the whatever the fuck the running quarterbacks, right?
Yeah, scramblers, yeah.
The quarterbacks that mainly run, those individuals.
Yes.
Right. I think one can win a Super Bowl, but for now it's not proven, right?
It's not proven, no.
Bucky's point was probably like, if you're gonna go, the Ravens model is use Lamar's legs as much as possible. And you have Greg Roman. This kind of model isn't sustainable, so let Lamar go, get another running quarterback, just because Justin Fields can probably do what Lamar does for the Ravens, running wise, right?
Yeah.
So they were like, get Justin Fields, just repeat the whole bullshit, and you're gonna have a pair of fresh legs. And
yeah.
In hindsight, he's probably right. Like,
or hell, maybe he's like, hey, listen, if Lamar gets injured again and you don't want to pay him, now you got Justin Fields, and now everybody will forget about Lamar.
Right. Like, I understand what he was saying. Like, but listen, moral of the story, I do want Lamar to get signed long term, but I don't think the Ravens front office are dumbasses if they think otherwise. That's all.
So you're basically saying that I want him to get signed, but I'm not going to crucify the Ravens if they don't do it and they franchise tag him again. Like, you'll understand it.
I'll understand it, right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I never even heard that because you follow the Ravens way more than I do, so I'm assuming you follow their fan base more. Yeah. If you honestly think Lamar's not playing because he because of the contract
Yeah.
situation, you're an idiot.
Yes, and like vast majority of like a good chunk of Ravens fans think that Lamar is holding out for contract things, and we don't know if he's going to play in the playoffs. Like he's holding out, and I'm like, no, Lamar. First of all, Lamar wants to play at every opportunity he gets. That's his personality. That's one of the reasons I like him. But Lamar, why the fuck does he want the narrative to be like Lamar got injured halfway through the season and Huntley managed to Huntley and the defense managed to stay afloat and get them to the playoffs? Like,
yeah, that's a horrible narrative.
That's a horrible. And what?
And most importantly, lose my fucking money. But it is what it is.
And on top of that, Lamar, like, there's a good chance he could be rusty after not playing for like almost more than a month.
No, I did hear. I did hear that they're trying to get him back for the playoffs. But I mean, how many games has it been? Like 3, 4?
It's been like 4. It's been a month.
It's been a month. Yeah, it's been 4. Yeah, and plus, he's not playing tomorrow either.
No, if he does not play, right?
Yeah.
Or if for some random reason he does not play in the playoff game, right?
Yeah,
and that is going to blow everything up. Because
can I throw a monkey wrench in there?
Yeah, go ahead.
If he doesn't play in the playoff game and Tyler Huntley wins,
that's gonna have the debacle where is Tyler Huntley better than Lamar?
Okay, no, that conversation will happen, but no one's gonna take that shit seriously now because Tyler Huntley's not better than Lamar, but it will if Lamar does not make it to the playoffs. I mean, he doesn't play, and it's injury related, and we win a game. I don't think people are going to think Tyler's better than Lamar, but I think people are going to be like, "What's the point of Lamar if he can't even make it to the playoff game?" Like he's all that injury discussion is going to get a lot worse.
Yeah,
because all the reports are going to come in that his PCL strain is a lot worse than originally diagnosed.
Oh, wow. The Tennessee fumbled and the Jaguars scooped up and scored.
I know, I just saw that. Yeah.
Well, wait, who's winning?
Jacksonville now.
So if they win,
his arm. Yeah, if they win, they're going to the playoffs.
If they lose, what happens?
Titans do. This is for the winner goes to the wins of the division.
Winner, it's like winner goes to the conference, wins the division, and the loser goes home. Basically,
yeah, winner go home at this point. Yeah.
All right,
but his arm was moving forward though, so.
I don't care who wins because like these.
I don't want Jagganoff to get in a pissy mood on my birthday tomorrow.
It's birthday tomorrow? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if we can't beat the Jaguars or the Titans, it doesn't matter who wins. Like,
Jacksonville's winning 20-16 now.
Oh fuck! I actually prefer the Titans because they have Willis, right?
No, they got their backup. They got the backups backup in there.
Oh,
Joshua Dobbs.
I really, really want the Titans to win because if we that would be our best opportunity.
By the way, we might have to give Trevor his flowers. And honestly, we might have to give Trevor, and most importantly, Doug Peterson his flowers.
Yeah.
I shout out to Jagganoff. I just texted him. I said, hey, I hope you guys made the playoffs because I said Doug Peterson's a good coach.
And by the way, shout out to Jagganoff, but fuck your Jaguars. I spit on them anytime I see them. Fuck them.
But hey, you know what, CEO? That might be even worse because if Lamar does not play in this, I still do have the consumption that, if you beat a team in the regular season, they can beat the team that loses, might beat you in the playoffs. The Jacksonville Jaguars beat y'all, so y'all might be able to beat them in the playoffs, but you better hope that's with Lamar instead of Tyler Huntley.
Yeah, because listen, Huntley's a backup, but if Lamar doesn't play, I think a lot of Ravens fans, at least a good amount, are going to sour on him.
By the way, honestly, if he doesn't play, which we don't know, the jury's still out. We know he's not playing tomorrow.
Yeah, we know
the jury's still out. This might smell of Carson Wentz and Nick Foles if Tyler Huntley wins a playoff game. I'm just saying it might smell of it.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly, in order for that to be a conversation, the Ravens would have to win the Super Bowl.
No,
okay.
they don't.
Wait, hold up. Michael, if the Ravens won the Super Bowl with Tyler Huntley, Lamar would be out. Like, it wouldn't be a Carson Wentz, like a Carson Wentz,
Nick
Foles. If Huntley managed to win the Super Bowl, right, just like Foles did, that would, first of all, that's astronomically unlikely. But if that happened, Lamar would be gone. Because
I could have said the same thing when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. I was like, yeah, Nick Foles is starting, and the locker room wanted Nick Foles,
right? But here's the difference, Michael. Like the Eagles at the time were dedicated to Wentz, right?
Yes.
The Ravens, if they had the excuse of winning the Super Bowl, because right now they're kind of like at a passway with Lamar where they like him a lot, but not enough to like break the bank, right?
Yes.
So, but if they had any excuse, like if they won the Super Bowl with Huntley, if they had any excuse to like be like, all right, you know what, we'll get rid of Lamar, but hey, we won the Super Bowl, so you can't bitch at us. Like they'll do that. Like I'm telling you right now. Like
honestly, fuck the Super Bowl because that was an anomaly. If there's last year there was a discussion, well, they almost made the playoffs with Tyler Huntley. He's not bad. This and third. Now they're going to the playoffs with Tyler Huntley. If they somehow beat the Tennessee the Jags or Tennessee, there's gonna be like, oh, why do we need to pay Lamar when we have Tyler Huntley? We don't have to pay him shit. And then you already know John Harbaugh's keeping his job, and Greg Roman's keeping his job. I'm sorry, that's just a fact.
You know what? You make a good point, bro. Like I'm done with Greg Roman. If they win a playoff game, bro, that he's probably keeping his job. Like, wait. I don't know, because his contract is up after the end of this season, and they might let it expire, but I know Harbaugh isn't going anywhere. Now, like I say, he doesn't even have to win the Super Bowl. If he makes it to like the championship game, like I feel like
you can forget about that.
Yeah, I feel like that conversation would be legitimate.
That means did that honestly mean, CEO, you will either beat the Bengals or the Bills, one of those two teams, and that would be who?
Yeah, I feel like Lamar would. I don't know, bro. I hope that doesn't happen. I'm okay with like losing in the first round only because I'm tired of Greg Roman. I want him out of here. Like, I'm honestly, RJ, and I said this before. I told you many times I'm okay with like a complete rebuild as well.
Yes, CEO did say he wouldn't mind a complete rebuild, but CEO did say he wants Harbaugh and Greg Roman done. He wants the whole rebuild starting from scratch.
Yep.
Blow it all up. Now, CEO, Sean Payton, who else? There's someone, Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
And I don't know if
Jim Harbaugh is staying at Michigan.
Is he staying at Michigan? I did see something about that. Like, I guess he would get in trouble if he left Michigan or something like that.
Yeah, so he's not getting a heck.
But we don't know. We don't know yet. And Sean McVay has came out and said he's deciding whether he wants to go back to the Rams or not. Now that's up there.
All right.
Would you be? I'm just saying, would it complete rebuild?
I would
any three of those coaches.
I would be interested in Sean Payton without a doubt. I'd be probably interested in Sean McVay. I don't think I'd be interested in Harbaugh, and I don't think that Jim would accept the job either because of the whole brother situation. So
I forgot about that. Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
So but I would love Sean McVay because he's a very offensive minded coach, and Sean Payton is also very offensive minded. Keep in mind, bro, Harbaugh isn't offensive minded or defensive minded. He's a fucking special teams coach. Like, I would like an actual offensive coordinator to be like a head coach.
I can't say that for much because my team hired a defensive coordinator, but I'm going to give him another year to see what he can do with talent on this team.
I'm sorry, but the defensive coordinator era is over. I'm sorry. It's over.
Yeah. We need that's why I want an offensive coordinator.
Look, at the end of the day, I'm not going to say Eberflus is good, bad. I'm just going to give him next year until I can give my actual opinion on him because
Listen, I know it's only 1 year, but Eberflus is shit as of for now.
Michael, come on, bro. You're telling me you're taking Eberflus over Sean Payton, Sean McVay?
Absolutely. I would take Sean Payton over it, but
Sean McVay, Jim Harbaugh. Like, come on, bro.
No. Oh, absolutely. I agree with that.
With Justin Fields as well as your quarterback? Like, come on.
Oh, I mean, I'm going to say this, RJ. If it was my choice between Matt Eberflus or Sean Payton, I'd take Sean Payton in a heartbeat, but it wasn't my choice. You know, I have to roll with how my team went, and I'm just going to give.
That's a fumble. That's a fumble. Oh, no, he got it back. No more.
I'm just saying I'm going to give Eberflus the next season because if you look at our defense, look at our offense, our wide receiver one right now. I'm not saying right now, but this was when Darnell Mooney got hurt, and we barely even used Claypool. Our wide receiver one is Dante Pettis, and our number two is Equanimeous St. Brown. And if you look at our defense, it's a bunch of unproven individuals. And but basically, I'm just going to say this. Yeah, Eberflus had a bad record, but I'm not going to say, fuck it, fire him now because
I will. If Sean McVay, if Sean Payton, and Jim Harbaugh are knocking on the door, buy Eberflus.
Yeah,
buy.
I agree.
Buy. And by the way, Kaiju actually brought up Kaiju actually said something smart. Look at Matt Patricia. Remember how bad he was in Detroit? Now he's an off. Yes, and Matt Patricia is a fucking defensive coordinator. And now they got Dan Campbell, who's offense, and now you see the Lions.
Right, and yeah, listen, Eberflus, bro, like listen, and you can tell when a decent head coach probably enters the fray. Like, look at with the Giants, like Dable came in and shit kind of changed.
Yeah.
Like Eberflus came in and shit hit the fan even harder. So
Jacksonville, look at Jacksonville.
Yeah, with
Doug Peterson. I mean, Michael, are you taking Eberflus over Doug Peterson?
I will take Doug Peterson over Matt Eberflus, but I just want to give Eberflus that next season with talent. So I'm just saying, you know, I'm kind of balanced with Matt Eberflus. I'm not going to say he's good. I'm not going to say he's bad. I'm just in between, and rightfully so, because we don't have, like, if I'm going to say this, if we had that 2018 defense that was the best in the league, and that offense with Eberflus, we would probably have a decent record if we had that 2018 defense. But we don't have that anymore. We don't have.
We'll find out. But or matter of fact, nah, I wouldn't. I don't know. He might be a good offensive coordinator. Or matter of fact, go get what's his name as your offensive coordinator. That might work. Who's the guy? Frank. That Frank guy who just got fired from the Colts.
Frank Reich.
Yeah, go get him as offensive coordinator.
I mean, I don't think that would be a bad option because he probably not.
The only way we'll get an offensive coordinator is if Luke Getsy takes the head coaching job in Denver because he's getting interviewed.
Well, you better hope he takes some type of job and go get Frank Reich because he was the greatest offensive coordinator with the Eagles. And since you have a defensive-minded head coach, go get a great offensive coordinator. I think that's the only way a defensive head coach can work, if he has a great offensive coordinator.
I mean, if it were up to me, you know, let's just say hypothetically, if Luke Getsy takes the head coaching job, I'm taking Frank Reich.
Yeah.
Or Sean Payton if he decides to take an offensive coordinator job, but I think he's more looking for a head coaching job.
Bill O'Brien,
bro. Nigga,
and Eric Bieniemy are both idiots. Okay.
Yo, Kaiju, bro, sit down. You said Bill O'Brien. Fuck out of here.
Yo, Kaiju, you deserve to be crucified for saying Bill O'Brien.
The Jags have made the playoffs.
Fuck the Jags, bro. You know what? Fuck Jagging off too. Fuck you. Fuck your Jags, bro.
I'm gonna have to do a video on them actually. I'll probably wait until after Sunday, see how the games. There's no Monday Night Football anymore, right? Yeah, no, because after Sunday it's all.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There's a rumor that Mike McDaniels might be fired depending the Dolphins' outcome.
They're gonna fire him after 1 year.
Yeah, there was an article of the Dolphins planning to fire Mike McDaniels depending.
I mean, I don't. What do you make of the Dolphins? Like, what do you do if you're the Dolphins? There's no way you can go all in on Tua. Do you try to go after Brady and Sean Payton? Because that's what they originally trying to do.
Brady is washed. He's not.
No, he's not washed. Michael, stop it.
Brady, oh my god, Brady is washed. He's
not washed, Michael.
Dude, have you seen him play? He's washed. Like
you give him Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, he look like 07 Brady.
He has Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Julio Jones.
And let me ask you something. Julio's a bum. Second of all, Chris Godwin's nowhere near Jalen Waddle, and fucking Tyreek Hill's way better than Mike Evans. What are we talking about?
You're acting like Brady has played great this season.
I'm not saying he's played great. I think Brady doesn't want to be with the Bucs anymore, and he just wants to go to Miami. He wants to go with Tyreek and Jalen Waddle.
Why do you think that when it hasn't worked before? Why do you think remember when the Dolphins got caught for like cheating and shit?
Well, I mean, after this year, he's a free agent, so he can go wherever the fuck he wants.
I'm just saying Brady is done.
Okay.
And if he got, I think any general manager with a brain would not want Tom Brady at the moment because he's getting up there in age. He should just retire and be with his wife.
Oh, okay. Listen, Brady will eventually have to become washed. It's inevitable.
I get that. I get Brady's gonna get washed eventually, but at the same time, the guy gave up his fucking family for fucking like football. Like clearly he wants to play. Now, granted, the Bucs are not a good fucking team. I'm sorry, the Bucs are not a good fucking team. You put any quarterback in that situation, they're flat out, unless it's Mahomes, Allen, or Burrow, they're flat out garbage. You put them in fucking Miami with that defense, with Sean Payton, with Jalen Waddle and fucking Tyreek Hill, please.
Wait,
I'm just saying the Dolphins. I'm not saying Tua is trash, but that dude is getting
Tua's trash.
Tua's getting fucked because I'm not sure if that dude's been getting concussed and the Dolphins kept him out there like in the Packers game. You saw that clip where Tua got knocked to the ground pretty badly. And
Tua's injury prone. Honestly, he's trash. Left-handed quarterbacks are fucking trash. Like, that's another one. Left-handed quarterbacks. I'm sorry, I'm not drafting a left-handed quarterback. It just looks weird. Like, Steve Young, vastly great. He's the best one out of them. Vastly overrated. He's nowhere near Montana. That's just a fact. Vic had a few good years. Tim Tebow's garbage and needs to be sent to the electric chair. Who else is a left-handed quarterback? Tua. He's gonna fucking die of CTE someday. Who else is a left-handed quarterback that I'm forgetting?
There are not a lot of them. Was Vic? Yeah, I think Vic was. Yeah, Vic.
I already said Vic.
Oh, you did say Vic.
Oh my gosh, I can't even. There's one on my mind. Was Manziel fucking left-handed?
No.
Why would anyone want to watch a Cleveland Browns game?
All these left-handed quarterbacks are fucking horrible. Fuck them.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the only other one, I think, maybe Chris Sims. I think Chris Sims was left-handed.
Don't even know who he is. But
wait. Hold on, Kaiju. When did you just say the Patriots went to the Super Bowl?
Oh, Matt Leinart. Matt Leinart was shit, and he was
garbage as well too. It's just something about them. It looks weird.
Yo, did Kaiju just say Bill O'Brien is good at offense?
Kaiju's not good at life. Fuck Kaiju. Kaiju, bro, and I hope the Patriots gonna lose.
Yeah, they suck.
Oh yeah, they're gonna stomp a mud hole out of. They're gonna stomp a mud hole out of Mac Jones.
No, I'm saying that Trevor Lawrence has a big ass nose. Jesus.
Yeah, he kind of does. I ain't gonna lie. Like the first time I saw him, I was like, "Shit, that's a big ass nose."
Now, CEO, I mean, Now, granted, depending on who's playing, depending on if it's Tyler Huntley, you probably want to lose to Jacksonville. But if it's Lamar, then hey, you might want to win.
Yeah, I want to shit on Jacksonville. Fuck them. I'm like Jacksonville is such an irrelevant franchise. Their uniforms are butt ugly. Like their city is trash, depressing, and their fan base is almost non-existent. Fuck them.
I
Like
mean,
Jagganoff might be the biggest Jags YouTuber of all time, and that's not saying.
Oh no, he's not. No, he's not.
Oh, who is?
UFC Jaguar.
Who the fuck is that?
no one knows who that is.
Like at least I know like the biggest Giants, Bears, and Ravens YouTubers. Like who the fuck is the biggest Jags YouTuber? I never knew in my life. I thought that was,
Jagganoff.
I thought it was Jagganoff. Shit.
No, Jagganoff was the biggest until UCF Jaguar passed him.
Well, Jags my nigga, so fuck this UFC.
Oh no, he's good. He's good people. Jagganoff's good friends with him.
Well, either way, but hey man, shout out to Jacksonville, man. We gotta. Does Doug Peter deserve Coach of the Year?
I think they're gonna give it to
Nick Sirianni probably.
No. I'm just gonna say they're gonna give it to Kyle Shanahan.
Or either Kyle or Nick Sirianni.
Who's Nick Sirianni?
Eagles head coach.
Yeah, I think I would give it to Doug, man. Honestly, just because no one really had expectations for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Jacksonville was dog shit. But I just,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
to be fair, they always give it to the best record with the coach of the best record. Let's be honest.
yeah, I think that's bullshit, though. Honestly, do feel like that's bullshit. I think he took the Jags to the play. He literally just came in his first year. People were saying Trevor Lawrence is a bust. Trevor's improved. That whole team's improved, honestly.
Yeah, after that whole Urban Meyer debacle. Yeah.
I feel like, he literally, this whole team was dog shit. He kind of just came up and said, hey, I can fix it. And he's did.
I mean, he did win a Super Bowl, so
I kind of wanted Doug Peterson. Like, if it was up to me, I would have hired Doug Peterson, and we probably would have. But I got to roll with the ship, unfortunately.
Listen, Doug Peterson's a good coach. Even though he was an Eagle and I hated him, now he's not on the Eagles. He's a good coach. He's a good coach.
Listen, and I'm disappointed that Matt Eberflus sucks balls because I had a good nickname for him if he snuck into the playoffs.
Well, what was going to be his nickname?
Matt Eberflus.
Hey, man.
I'm just going to give it next year. That's all I can say.
Yeah, well, if he sucks next year, you gotta get rid of him.
Oh, if we have the same record we do next year, definitely that head's coming off.
I can't believe you guys got swept by the Lions.
Bears fans in general are demoralized. Like,
hey man, you gotta give us. I hate to criticize my fan base at times because our fan base is nothing but fair weathers. They come and go, but I'm just gonna say this: I don't even know why the Chicago media had to shut down the whole narrative that the Bears are drafting a quarterback. I wouldn't even entertain these clowns online. I don't even have all they are is brain dead individuals that don't watch the games and will just.
All I'm saying is if you repeat last year's record for next year, what's his name? Fucking Fields' seat is gonna get hot as fuck.
By the way, either Doug Peterson and depending on tomorrow, Mike Tomlin deserve
we're in the best position in the offseason, depending how tomorrow is.
If Mike Tomlin ends up getting this Steelers team to the playoffs, because I just looked it up, they played the Browns and then the Dolphins played the Jets. The Patriots are going to get fucking smoked by the Bills. We know that, and it's in Buffalo. They're going to get smoked by the Bills.
Yep.
So it's either between the Dolphins, who play the Jets, who are an okay team, and then the Steelers play the Browns. If Mike Tomlin ends up going 9-8, going to the playoffs, I think him or Doug Peterson deserves a Coach of the Year, in my opinion.
Shit. Yeah, At that point, you got to give it to Tomlin because he has Kenny Pickett, he's a bum.
And Mitchell Trubisky, who Michael here worships.
Yeah, who's a fucking bum.
I don't worship. I don't worship.
No, you Bears fans talk about Trubisky like he was the next coming of Joe Montana.
Oh no! Bears fans hated Trubisky.
What? No way.
What? Get the fuck out! You and Jonath and Kofi. Oh my!
Trubisky. No, Kofi hated. No, I was balanced with Mitch. Jonath was
liked him a lot.
Kofi hated Mitch. Everyone hated Mitch because they wanted Patrick Mahomes or Deshaun Watson.
Which is understandable.
They literally booed Trubisky at a Bulls game before he even played. Chicago,
How about
Bears Nation had zero respect for Trubisky because they didn't want him.
Did Sloppy Toppy speak well of him or not?
I haven't seen him spoke about Trubisky.
Well, Jonath likes everybody. I swear, Jonath will remember like one player and be like, he did this, that, and the third in that one game. He was good. It's like, no, Jonath.
Jonath likes all the like obscure ass players. It's fucking hilarious.
Bro. It's fucking horrible. But you know what's crazy is that they booed him out of fucking Bulls. Then you know what, Giants fans, that should be Daniel Jones's. This is his 2018 year. You know what I'm saying? And then just like how Giants fans booed fucking what's his name? They booed Daniel Jones out of fucking Yankees game. They booed Trubisky out of Bulls game. And it's looking like Trubisky and Daniel Jones are kind of the same anyway. So,
well, I understand that right now that pick is kind of looking wrong because we got rid of him, but I just want to see where we go with this offseason, depending how tomorrow goes. Because if we get if we get the first overall pick, we're gonna get a load of draft trades. Like we're talking about 3 future first round picks. Probably even a star player, to be honest with you. That's if we get the first overall.
No, first of all, where are you hiding? It's already been confirmed. We're not playing Jones. No, we're not playing Saquon. So you guys already have the first seed, okay?
And by the way, where you hiding, bro? If you come out the NFC, like you're probably losing, bro. And that sucks because you're probably gonna lose to the Bills, Bengals, or Chiefs.
Kaiju says DJ is better than Trubisky.
Yeah,
about the same.
They're about the same. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if somebody said DJ's better than Trubisky. Because Trubisky's a whole bum, so I wouldn't be mad at that. But that's not saying much because Trubisky's below average.
Yeah, I'll say DJ's better than Trubisky, but it's kind of looking like that trajectory.
I'm just saying. I mean, Jonath said we should have kept Trubisky when we made.
Jonath is wrong,
bro. Has Jonath said anything that's been correct about sports?
I mean, he's watched sports longer than all of us.
That's what's disappointing. Is that he's watched the sports longer than all of us, and he's still fucking horrible at sports shit.
Yo, I wish you would have. I wish Jonath hanged around with us a lot. Now that
hey man, he's a father now, so he has other shit to deal with.
Yeah, congratulations!
Yeah, he got a kid now, so.
But I mean, he'll probably pop up, but I'll even tell him like he's this. Yeah, look, Trubisky was shit.
Trubisky made the Pro Bowl, Kaiju.
But time out. I remember Trubisky in 2018 was in MVP conversations. I do remember that.
Yeah. Listen, Trubisky, when he was on the Bears, I will consider him average. He was average.
Listen, everyone said that Trubisky was a bust because he was
a bust. He was a bust. Let's clarify that.
Yes, but Michael, Deshaun and Patrick Mahomes. Like, come on.
I'm just gonna say this. So I'm just gonna say that the reason why people say Trubisky was a bust is because of the overall career he had in Chicago. And I will always say this. The reason why the Bears moved on from Trubisky his final year is because Nagy didn't want Trubisky. They chose Nagy over Trubisky. And it was reported that Nagy wanted to do it his own way instead of Trubisky's way. And now everyone saw how bad Nagy was with Justin Fields. And I'm glad that he got fired.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Michael. Trubisky's was ass in Buffalo, and he
never even played him.
He
never even played him.
Well, guess what? He played with the Steelers, and he got benched for Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, and you know why? Because he threw 3 picks to the Ravens. He was stinking it up, and guess what? And he lost to Anthony Brown, a third stringer. He's a bum.
He's a fuck, bro. Michael, he sucks. You chose him over Deshaun and Patrick Mahomes. Just hold the L.
Hey, we can hold the L all we want, but
and listen, Justin Fields has potential, but like your coaching staff is ass. Like,
yeah, I'll say, listen, if you had Doug Peterson on this fucking team, like if you had like Jim Harbaugh, like fucking yeah, but your team is dumb as rocks.
Listen, I'll even say this: if Justin Fields even had like a replica of the Ravens offense coming in, he'd probably be a lot better.
Or hell, or Michael, if you guys fire that idiot offensive coordinator and get Frank Wright, I'll give Justin Fields a chance. I'll give your team a chance. That'll actually be good.
You know what's funny, bro? You probably even be better off with Greg Roman, bro. That's how sad it is. You probably be better off with Greg Roman. Justin Fields and Greg Roman will probably at least duplicate what Lamar did at least one season early on.
And by the way, Michael, you shitted all over Justin Fields on draft day. Let's not act like that didn't happen.
Oh, you know what? You should pray. You should be happy. At least you got Fields over.
Can you at least apologize to me? Because you got mad at me when I said at least give the kid a chance.
Oh yeah, and Michael, bro, say just Michael, say it. Mac Jones is a bum.
Yes, Mac Jones sucks ass.
Hey yo, Kyle, Mac Jones is a fucking
bum. Mac Jones. I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, he's been awful, and yeah, I'm going to admit it.
Apologize to me right now.
All right, RJ, I'm sorry.
Kaiju, Mac Jones being better than Trubisky is not saying much.
Mac Jones sucks. Justin Fields is better than Mac Jones. That is a fact.
Yes, Mac Jones is trash, bro.
At least I'll say this about Justin Fields, and I think I even CEOs as my witness. I said Justin Fields has potential. Whether the Bears mess it up or do something with it, it's on them. At least Justin Fields can. I seen Justin Fields carry. I seen him carry. There's a lot of games they were close on the simple fact Justin Fields was that nigga. That's never been the case with Mac Jones.
No, bro. Mac Jones is a bum.
Like, come on, bro.
Bro, even
dude, Kaiju has a brain of a 5-year-old.
Even freaking Mac, who's a Pacers fan, knows Mac Jones is a fucking bum. Like, come on, bro.
He's fucking bad, bro. I didn't say Justin Fields is better than Mac. Well, I'm saying Justin Fields is better than Mac, you bum. He got benched for Bailey Zappi.
Oh, Kaiju. Is this how you talk? Is this
Yeah, Kaiju. Just remember, this is what you look like, bro. You look like Kaiju.
Yo, that has to be some kind of disorder because that shit is fucked up.
And then this is a perfect fucking caption under this picture.
This is you, Kaiju. This is you, Kaiju. I stand. That is you until further notice.
Like Kaiju, bro. You listen, Mac Jones. He's gonna be the fucking backup soon somewhere, bro.
And the Patriots don't even want him. That's the sad part. The Patriots are already fed up with him,
bro. The simple fact that there's talks about you guys getting Derek Carr and bringing Brady back should tell you that he's a fucking bum.
And Bill Belichick is an overrated asshat who thought, you know what? Now I can draft my quarterback. He drafted his quarterback and he's a bum. Let's be honest, bro. Can't wait till Bill Belichick's legacy's tarnished. He's not that good.
What does this asshole say? What dose that I'm assuming you meant to say does. What does that even do with the Patriots? What does that even do with the Patriots? Plus, I'm dark skinned. Well, first of all, Kaiju, you're ugly as fuck. Either way, that's number one.
That is you until further notice, Kaiju.
No,
That
Bill
is you.
Belichick sucks. He got fired from Cleveland.
No, Kaiju, bro. Bill, what has Bill ever done since Brady left, bro? He has done nothing.
Missed the playoffs.
Only made
got
the
bounced in first round
playoffs.
and
Only
missed
made the playoffs one time. And y'all got massacred by Buffalo.
And it's gonna happen tomorrow too. 24 hours from now.
Hey, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if the Bills have the same thing where they don't punt.
Well, wait, Kaiju. Let me see. If they lose to the Bills, they're out, right?
Yes.
Yes, and the
all right,
Steelers.
Yeah, Kaiju, and he missed the playoffs again this year.
And you want to know what's crazy? He missed the playoffs when Brady got injured in 2008 when he tore his ACL.
Shit, of course he did.
And they went like 11-5.
No, he's not
making the dude. Do you even know who you're playing tomorrow?
Wait, time out.
Do you even know who you're playing tomorrow?
Time out, guys. Let me just say something. Even if he makes the playoffs next year, Tom Brady won a Super Bowl without him. That's just a fact.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that is fact.
Bill Belichick hasn't gone out the second round without Brady.
Right.
Kaiju probably got a Mac Jones anime pillow.
That's just, yeah, he probably does awesome, kid. Like, bro,
yeah, he probably cuts a hole in it every night and like jerks off in it.
Yo, listen, Kaiju, just admit that you were the Brady bandwagon and just move on from the Patriots, bro. It's not looking good for the future. Bill Belichick's gonna retire soon. Mac Jones a fat piece of shit, and you know it is what it is. Wait, what? Hey, at least he'll like it. Like what?
Wait, did you just say that you have a Mac Jones anime pillow?
No, wait, what? No, I think he's saying that they said they're getting ass blasting again tomorrow, and then Kaiju said it. Hey, at least he'll like you. What the fuck?
What?
Kaiju, bro, you're a fag, bro. I swear.
Yo, Kaju's hilarious. Bro.
Oh my!
Yo, look at awesome kid, bro. He said, "As a dark skin, we don't accept you, Kaiju. We're passing you."
Who likes their team getting ass blasted? Oh my god!
So where you hiding? Said there's a way for the Patriots to make the playoffs. If they lose, they need the Steelers and Miami to lose. I mean, I think Miami and the Jets are a toss up. And the Steelers and the Browns, that's also a toss-up too. So we got 6 rings. Find another coach who has another. Who gives a fuck?
And Brady got 7. And Brady got 7.
Bro, Kaiju, just the next time you want to talk about football, look yourself in the mirror and say, damn, do I really know what I'm talking about? Because you're fucking stupid right now, Kaiju.
Yeah, and by the way, like if y'all missed the playoffs this year, I guarantee you, if I look under Patriots comment sections and shit, they're all gonna be saying Bill Belichick is washed, blah blah blah. Time to go in a new direction.
Like Kaiju, you were like I feel sorry for every Patriots fan who my best friend's a Patriots fan that has you in the fan base. You make Patriots fans look bad.
And by the way, this is validating my fucking video that I posted a few months ago about Bill Belichick being overrated shit. Yeah, and by the way, also, even if you guys missed the playoffs, at least Brady made the playoffs this year.
Yeah, to be fair, that NFC South's been shitty.
But I mean, fucking Bill Belichick, he's been shitty as well too. Fucking bum.
Yes, I'm a fan. Fan will defend. Get humiliated for.
Yo, Kaz just fucking hilarious, bro.
Here's the thing. I can't be delusional. Prime example. People are loving this. Oh my, CEO, the fucking Daniel Jones apology letters that people were sending me saying, fill out this form for Daniel Jones and shit like that. Yeah. I'm not that fucking delusional. One good year, and I'm not counting 2020 as a good year. You were 6-10. And Michael, can you please change your picture? It's starting to fucking gross me out.
Sorry.
You fucking one good year does not count you a fucking contract.
No.
I'm not that delusional. Kaiju, you are a delusional son of a bitch.
Yeah, you're a disgrace to sports in fan bases in general.
Danny Footsteps is better than Mac Jones. I'll give you that, Daniel Jones. You're better than Mac Jones. Fucking bum.
Fist loves DJ Butters, likes Justin Fields. Why can't I like Mac Jones?
Mac Jones is booty. That's why.
You're all right. Justin Fields, even though he's on a losing team, he's still impressing. Like Mac Jones doesn't impress me at all.
Well, I shit on. Hold up, me and CEO shit on Fisk for liking Daniel Jones. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
Like this dude, CEO, did you see the stream? I know Michael. Did you see the stream yesterday?
Oh yeah. I watched. Yeah. I did.
This dude said Daniel Jones has more upside than Joe Burrow. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I couldn't. Yeah, no.
Yo, awesome kid. Mac Jones is not Jay Cutler 2.0.
No, I would say Jay Cutler is way better than fucking Mac Jones ever will be.
Yo, awesome kid. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro.
Now, this is interesting. Shout out to David. What's up, David? I saw something that the Niners might try to bring back Jimmy G for the playoffs. Do you think that's a good or bad idea?
I think it's a bad idea. Just roll with the momentum we got. Just roll with it.
Because Jimmy G would be cleared because he didn't break his foot. So, but he was done for the regular season. Yeah. But they said he might be good for a possible NFC Championship over and a Super Bowl. So,
listen, see what you got with Brock Purdy. See what you got with him. That's what I think. Like
Jimmy for this year, yes.
Right. Listen, Jimmy G. If he comes back, he'll be rusty. I just don't know.
And plus, it's Jimmy G. It's like it's Jimmy fucking G. I know Michael loves Jimmy G, but still.
Oh, I'm not a fan of Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, you were talking about him earlier. You're talking about how
I'm just saying, I've seen him on the Niners have they had winning seasons with him. Like the record proves it.
And what do they have to show for that? A missed stone ball to Emmanuel Sanders. That's all they have to fucking show for that.
I mean, I'm not saying Jimmy.
Hey, by the way, give me my fucking flowers, Michael. You called Josh Allen the MVP of this year. I called Mahomes the MVP this year. Look who's right.
Well, it was close from the beginning of the year.
No, it wasn't. The fucking Joe Burrow has better fucking stats than what's his name? Josh Allen.
Shit.
And keep in mind, not Burrow. What's his asshole's name? Mahomes has fucking Juju Torkin-Smith and fucking Kadarius Toney, who he literally just got. He's been injured, and then fucking Allen has fucking Diggs and Gabe Davis, and still barely has over 4,000 yards.
Shoot.
Hey, Michael, just give me my flowers, man.
How am I gonna give you? Like, do you want me to give you virtual flowers?
you know the same.
I'm just saying,
No shit, I'm not giving Mac credit. Only he do. Bro, do you know how to spell does? It's DOES, not DOSE.
God, Kaiju, you are so fucking retarded. Like,
Kaiju, you're a bigger loser than Michael.
No, you're the no.
Whoa. We can't assess that until Michael and Kaiju go against each other.
I already went against Kaiju. He just kept saying dumb shit. Like you have no football knowledge. Just quit being a football fan and just be a casual fan that loves the sport. You don't even deserve to wear team reps like me, CEO Giants Nation. You don't deserve to wear a team's rep.
Go ahead.
No, Kaiju versus Michael would be hilarious. We gotta do that one time.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna return to Hangout streams after the football season when it's like dead.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Also, Kaiju, it's DOES, not DOSE. That's
yo, Kaiju. Can you just hit me up on Twitter and Instagram if you need a Grammarly subscription? Just hit me up.
Yeah, and where were you hiding, awesome kid? Your rappers lost. Yeah, nigga, don't you think
he sung yesterday?
Oh, he sung?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean he sung? He actually like literally
because him and YTC had that bet about the Knicks and Raptors. Yeah, he sung yesterday.
Y'all recorded that shit because I want to hear that.
Yeah, it's on YTC stream. I don't know if it's to YTC might have timestamped it, but yeah, he sung yesterday.
Yeah, awesome kid. And you gonna sing again every time you make a dumbass bet. Shit.
Wait, Kaiju, did you just dance for me?
I don't have a Twitter.
Kaiju, you fall for it. Oh my god, bro.
Well, what happened?
I just said if you need a Grammarly subscription, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram, and he said I don't have Twitter.
So you're saying that you would hit Michael up for a grammar lesson, which is horrible because it's Michael.
Dude, you just embarrassed yourself, Kaiju.
Yo, Kaiju, bro, you're officially the doormat of the. Congratulations, Michael. You're not the doormat of this fucking community anymore. So,
bro, we gotta see, bro. We got
no. You're the no, Kaiju. You're the fucking shit turd of this community.
At least Michael has never said anything about. At least Michael hasn't brought up anime out of nowhere. Like I'll give him that much credit.
Y'all thought I was obsessed with anime. No, that's Kaiju.
No, Michael likes superheroes and shit.
Don't you like superheroes?
Michael likes superheroes, yes.
Real action superheroes.
But I thought you like superheroes too.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Fuck no, nigga. What the fuck?
I thought didn't you get mad when I was shitting all over Superman and fucking
No,
Batman?
That wasn't me.
Time out, CEO. Don't you like anime?
No, I like Dragon Ball Z. That's different.
Seto, bank account, whatever.
Well, that's another thing.
It's still all anime shit, and I fucking accept your stupid ass. So
yeah, but I don't jack off to anime girls like Kaiju. Like fuck.
This is the same guy when we were talking about football said what's wrong with anime girls out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere, bro. Like shit. I don't read comic book. They dumb. Yo, I can imagine him like saying it with his voice too.
I don't read comic books. They dumb, and you misspelling does all the fucking time isn't dumb.
Bro, Kaiju, you're a fucking disgrace to life, bro.
Yo, YTC, bro. What's this profile picture is accurate. He's average.
You're Kaiju, you are a waste of sperm.
What's up, YTC?
You're a waste of sperm, Kaiju.
Oh fuck. Kaiju likes DBZ too.
Yeah, man. What's up, Ultimate? Is that John J? What's up, John J?
Yeah, that's John J.
Fuck.
And enjoy that profile pick while you can at CEO because that's gonna change next year once he has weapons, nigga.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, he's average. And by the way, YTC, that's a compliment, by the way. Me calling Daniel Jones average is a compliment.
Well, yeah, what's up, John J? Oh man. And then he said, "Oh God, they said that he should have kept the glove on."
What?
I don't know. It kind of went over my head. Oh, he likes Dragon Ball Z just like you, CEO.
Yeah, Kaiju, shut up, bro. Don't.
Dragon Ball Z is horrible right now.
Nigga, you like Batman and Superman. Shut up.
Listen, Batman and Superman and fucking Dragon Ball Z are both trash, all right?
I'm not going to get into the debate because
glove. Oh, well, you could have just said condom, but it is what it is. Yeah, Kaiju, bro. Someone so love Kaiju, man.
The only way Kaiju is not a virgin is if he goes over to Japan and he gets some bitch that doesn't speak English to like fuck him.
YTC, what do you think about this? Worry about paying Lamar first before you worry about his daddy DJ.
Listen, worry about Daniel Jones. Worry about Daniel Jones losing, being one and done to who y'all playing again?
Most likely the Vikings.
Fuck. Hey, listen, bro. YTC. At the end of the day,
how can Joker be
wait.
pregnant when he's a male kaiju? Make that make sense. You
Even our
fucking
backup
faggot.
quarterback made the Pro Bowl before Daniel Jones. That's sad. All right.
God, your IQ is My IQ is dropping when this faggot speaks.
We ain't losing the prime time. That might be a fact, CEO.
Yeah, unfortunately, that might be a fact. Because Kirk, what's the furthest Kirk has ever made it to play? Like,
divisional round.
Second round, yep.
Okay. All right.
I mean, Kirk did beat the Saints in New Orleans, so.
Hey, bro, don't we might be talking shit about Kirk, but don't underestimate that nigga.
God, you're so retarded.
I think we could beat Kirk, so.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, don't be surprised if you lose some either. Because
Kaiju, why would I want to lose brain cells reading your dumb shit?
He said Evan Ingram made the Pro Bowl last year and he sucked. That little Pro Bowl don't mean shit, fool.
Yeah, and what else did what's your boy Daniel Jones does? 0 Pro Bowls, 0 All Pros, 0 MVPs. This is the first time he's making the playoffs. 0 playoff wins. Come to me when his anything about him is notable. Because as of today, nothing about Daniel Jones is notable. All right, that's just a fact. He is average.
No, I'm not going to search it up, Kaiju, because I don't want to dance for you.
Oh, what was I going to say? Damn, CEO, going at it with Giants fans.
Bro, it's just like they can't admit he's average, bro. Well, what do they want me to say? Like, I didn't say he's dumpster or trash. Like, I do that jokingly, but I'm saying officially he's average. What do you want me to say? He's above average. He's good. He's elite. Fuck out of here, bro. That ain't true. He's average. That's just the fact.
Hey, I agree. I agree. I want to see him do it next year. Now, CO, do you agree with Dak is better than DJ?
I mean, I kind of do agree with that. I'm gonna lie. Yeah, I do agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Michael if he does too,
but Dak's stock is slightly declining.
Yeah, but I feel like he had to say that to make himself look smart. You're so fucking retarded.
That DJ's too conservative, but it doesn't help that they limit his arsenal.
I mean, not every team can have AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Oh, he said, name our wide receiver CEO without naming Slayton.
Richie James, Kenny Golladay. Okay. They're ass, just like the Ravens receiving core. Ass. But you know what? Even though Lamar's receiving core is ass, I still criticize him. Because you know what? What's it called? Patrick Mahomes. Who's his best receiver now? Juju?
Yeah,
I'll say this: his best target is Travis Kelce.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're not counting. You can cover Travis. Travis is slow, and he's borderline going into the wash stage. So
hold on, Patrick Mahomes has touchdowns with 8-9 different receivers this year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a difference. Like, Daniel Jones is average, Mahomes is not. All right, you put Mahomes, you give him Giants receivers, he'll probably still perform pretty well.
Oh,
we don't have a Mark Andrews to bail us out. That is,
hey, where are you hiding? I don't know where you've been, but I've been criticizing Lamar for a good minute, and we already discussed Lamar sexuals because they do exist. Lamar sexuals do exist.
Listen, I'm no critic. Listen, I criticize Lamar Jackson. CEO criticized Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
In this.
If you're talking,
we're just saying. Him and Jones are kind of in the same situation. No one's praising Lamar.
No, like if you're talking about Lamar sexuals, we already know they exist.
Daniel Jones has sexuals himself too.
Oh yeah, there are a lot. I forgot that's true. We got Jones.
Why are we every fan base is gonna have their Like there are real fans and there are sexuals. Like people even like Giants RJ even said that there are still Derek Carr supporters to this day.
Okay, but okay. Time out.
Mhm.
I can understand LeBron's sexuals. Say what you want about LeBron. He's one of the best players to ever set foot on the NBA field. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes,
Mhm.
to a certain extent, Lamar Jackson, Daniel Jones, and Derek Carr.
Yeah, that's bad.
For real? That's what we're doing now?
Yeah,
I mean, every fan base has that.
But there's certain that are justified.
Right.
There's other ones that are not justified.
Right, like where you hiding? Like we know homosexuals exist, but at least they make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Patrick Mahomes is about to win his second MVP in 5 years.
Right, like LeBron sexuals make sense. We get it. Like
Brady
sexuals, like
Look, if it wasn't for Patrick Mahomes' fanboys and Mahomes' brother, I probably would have had a different opinion on him.
No, I mean I don't like I know when a player is great, regardless of their disgusting fan base. Like Mahomes,
Like you have to separate the fans and you can't blame. Like, listen, Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. There's no doubt about it.
Exactly. Yeah, he is the best quarterback in the
NFL. He's better than Allen. He's better than Burrow.
Yep,
it's a fact. And you said Brady's why, so he's better than Brady.
Yeah, he is the best one. Like he's the best.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah, according to stat-wise, he's the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
And by the way, I love the fact how fucking Raider fans are they have signs in the stand that say we deserve better. Well, guess what? Where was this fucking 4 years ago when you paid Derek Carr all that money, you fuckers?
Shit. Fuck. Ever since I dropped a video called Reasons I Hate the Chiefs in 2020, they haven't won a Super Bowl since. Well, they've been highly competitive. Like really highly competitive. And Mahomes, like, there's always a 50-50 chance Mahomes makes a Super Bowl. That's how you know he's elite.
I mean, I'm gonna say this: the conference title game is gonna be the Chiefs and the Bengals.
Yes. Watch this. We know football is a team sport, but there are certain players that are more important than others. It's a fact.
Jalen Hurts. You want to be considered Jalen Hurts? Go do it again. Next year, go do it again, bro. Have this great season next year again too. Jalen Hurts is on the hot seat too.
No, I agree with you, but one thing, like I know Jalen Hurts has weapons. I know that, like, because I know that's what the excuse they're going to use. But Daniel Jones has never had a season close to fucking Jalen Hurts. Like I know the excuse is going to be, but Daniel Jones doesn't have weapons and all that bullshit. But I know that.
Let me ask you a question, CEO. So if you flip, if you put like Jalen Hurts on the Giants, do you think Jalen Hurts still has the same numbers he has on the Eagles?
Not the same numbers, but I think we'll make the playoffs though.
I think they're better, but you know what? You do make a good point because Hurts. I like John Station said. I do agree with it though. Like Hurts does need to prove it again. Because
I'm just saying it. Jalen Hurts is lucky to have Devontae Smith and AJ Brown because if you look at his numbers before AJ Brown went there, like the numbers weren't even flashy before this year. Like right now, he's benefiting to weapons. Like before, the Dolphins had a major collapse.
Okay, we're talking about Jalen Hurts. Can we talk about like fucking Mahomes, who doesn't have anybody either?
Right. I mean, yeah, we all know Mahomes is elite. You know what I'm saying? But we never claimed Jalen Hurts is elite. You know, we don't know what he is right now. Like he's having a great season, but I just want to point something out real quick. A lot of y'all people think that average quarterbacks that get a great wide receiver turn into great quarterbacks. That's not true. Look at Derek Carr. Like look at him with Devontae Adams. He got Devontae Adams and managed to suck. Even worse.
Also, don't forget he had. Darren Waller had a injury.
We don't know. Like, okay, you know what? Franchise tag Daniel Jones. Go do your best to get a Devontae Adams and see what happens. See what happens.
And I'll be the first one to come on here. If Daniel Jones, if we get someone to Devontae Adams and he ends up balling out, I'll say, okay, give him his money. I was wrong.
Yeah, I'll do the same. I'll say I was incorrect. He just needed a receiver. But the Giants need to go franchise tag him, go get him a Devontae Adams, and see what happens. And if he stinks it up, or if he's average, just like I pointed right here, even with a Devontae Adams or or a receiver of a similar caliber, then I need all y'all to say the same thing. Daniel Jones is average.
Where are you hiding? Everybody needs receivers, but our point is that when you look at this great quarterbacks without receivers, they're still great. When you look at these bums without fucking wide receivers and they have success and go to the playoffs, we can tell. Prime example, fucking Derek Carr last year before they got Devontae Adams.
Yep. You know how many people were like, oh my God, Derek Carr, he got Devontae Adams now. It's over. Like he's about to go back to being like he's about to be the next Aaron Rodgers. You know how many bullshit hype that was?
Oh my God. Don't
guess what? And guess what? He sucked more than ever before. We don't know. Not every quarterback's the same.
Yeah, go ahead, CEO.
And by the way, me and you can agree. Derek Carr before the season was always deemed at least average to slightly above average.
Yeah.
Derek Carr has always been that quarterback that he'll look good one game and then the next game he's going to look trash. It's always been that way.
Shout out to David. This is hilarious. Click on it. Hurts is going to go bankrupt. Yeah, Hurts business is going to go bankrupt. Facts.
Shit.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, fuck Derek.
Yeah, no, fuck Adams for that dumb shit. That was
stupid. But shout out to John Jay. I know he's in the building. John Jay finally admitted Derek Carr is trash, and that he admitted I was right. So John Jay's seen. He's seen.
Yeah, when has he admitted that?
YTC stream. Were you there? I don't think you were there, Mike.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't there.
What stream was it? It was recently. I don't remember off the top of my head. Was CEO there?
No, I wasn't there. I don't think so. I think
you came. Oh, it was the one with Mac Ultra, but you came in later.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but fuck Derek Carr. He ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna. Yeah, the Raiders are definitely gonna be one of the quarterbacks to possibly get Bryce Young or CJ Stroud.
I don't think that's not even a. I mean, I guess it's a fresh new fresh of air, whatever that fucking saying is. But I mean, I will never trust an Ohio State, Alabama quarterback.
They can go get them, or they'll either that or they'll try to break the bank for Lamar or trade for him or something. I don't know. Like I feel like they're one of the teams that would break the bank for Lamar.
Hey, right here, 20. Why does it keep fucking doing that shit? Hold on. No, stop. All right, there we go. There it is right there. Derek Carr in 2022 is trash as shit. Yeah. John Jay, you can curse in my chat. I don't care. Unless YouTube's.
He's not. I don't believe he's modded. So if you're modded, you have to.
He's not modded?
Yeah, if he's modded, then you can curse in the chat.
Hold on, let me mod him real quick. Where's my phone at? All right, I'm gonna mod you right now, John Jay.
Because I remember I couldn't curse until I got the wrench.
I thought John Jay was modded. Hold on. But yeah, Derek Carr shit. We can all agree on that.
Yeah, he's been shit. But do you want to know my personal opinion about where he is going to go to? I think he's going to go to the Colts and start there. That's just my personal belief on where he might head.
So his career's dead at this point.
Yep.
No, I mean, I'm going to say this. I'm going to be the first one to say this. Derek Carr is going to go to the Colts. You heard it here.
I wouldn't I mean, the Colts have been a fucking graveyard for every quarterback. I mean,
Because look at their quarterbacks ever since Luck retired.
Rivers, Wentz,
Jacoby Brissett and Brian Hoyer. Don't forget about those two.
Brian Hoyer. Who they just have?
Carson Wentz.
Who they just have? This Matt Ryan.
And they also had Nick Foles, Sam Ellinger, and that's it.
All right, that's cool. YTC, that's fine. But if Daniel Jones falls flat on his face, because he's playing the Niners, he's playing the Seattle, he's playing the healthy Rams team. If he falls flat on his face, and plus the Eagles and Cowboys are not going where, I want my flowers. But we'll see who's right.
Yo, and by the way, making the playoffs is not an award. You got to win that. We got to win at least the game, bro.
No problem, John Jay. And also, where you hide, I gave you a wrench too. But what were you saying, CEO? My bad.
You said, no, I'm just saying, like, he has to win, at least, like, he has, like, this year he has a good chance of winning a playoff game because you're going against the Vikings. But
the Queens, they're frauds. I'm gonna say this right now. Sorry to cut you off, but if we don't get blown out tomorrow, the Vikings are frauds. We're starting Peterman.
All right, watch. Listen, it's fair. Watch to see. You'll get if you're right, you'll get a shrine of flowers. But if you're wrong, you're gonna get a shrine full of shit. All right.
Also, by the way, what was I gonna say? Now, it's not confirmed, but it's been confirmed that we're not playing, and YTC knows this. It's been confirmed that DJ and Saquon will not be playing tomorrow. So it could be the Niners could rest their starters and lose to the Cardinals. And then we have to play the Niners. But I mean, it's still up in the air, but it's looking like we're gonna play the Vikings.
Okay. So you're saying there is a possibility you can win. I mean, you can
play the Niners, yes.
Okay, yeah. If you play the Niners, it's over with. For the most part.
How do you know if we get weapons, Daniel Jones still won't suck? Prime example, Derek Carr.
Well, that's one out of
Oh my god! If y'all face the Niners and win, that shit would be crazy though.
Yeah, at that point, I'll have to say DJ. That'll be crazy.
Like everyone's going
in San Francisco too.
Everyone's gonna want our head, bro. Especially mine. Fuck.
Okay, Mitchell Trubisky had weapons. He sucked.
I mean, I don't know Daniel Jones' football IQ. Is it high? I don't like. I thought it was just average.
It's better than Carr's, yeah, but I mean that's not saying much.
DJ is way smarter in clutch than Carr.
I mean, I don't know. Derek Carr had back in 2016, he had he had the same thing Daniel Jones had back in 2016, 5 game winning drives. So,
I mean, I'm just gonna say this: you can't compare quarterbacks to anyone. If Daniel Jones sucks, then
yes, you can. We can compare Eli and Joe Flacco. We can compare Eli and Nick Foles and all them as anomalies.
I mean, to me, that's just retarded.
We can compare Peyton to fucking all these other. We can compare quarterbacks, bro. Don't you compare Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers all the time, Eli?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can compare quarterbacks. Huh?
Wait, he went to. What does that have to? Okay, he went to Duke. So what?
Duke's not. I mean, I know what his point is. I think it's because Duke is not known for having good, successful quarterbacks. They're just now starting to win. But now, back then, Duke wasn't very as a popular football team. They weren't very popular.
Listen, we don't care what you do in the college. We care what you do in the NFL.
Exactly. Also, kid, Duke is more of a basketball school.
Listen. You guys are having next year's the year.
Officially 21 now.
Next year is the year. It is go beat. What AFC team are we? What AFC division are we playing next year? YTC, if you know. Because we have to play one NFC, one AFC team. AFC division. Well, do you know what AFC division we're playing next year? So we played the Jags division this year. So who are we playing next year? The AFC East. So who's the AFC East? Oh, that's the Bills, the Dolphins, the Patriots. Hey, Josh Allen, go beat not Josh Allen, Daniel Jones, go beat the Bills and Dolphins.
Listen,
and the Raiders. Okay.
I mean, but where do you think, if you don't think he's average, Watson, where do you put him? That's what I want to know. You just think he's good?
We're gonna beat the Jets. That's a fact. We're gonna beat the fucking Jets. We're gonna smoke.
Yeah, the Jets are ass. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they kind of really fucked up on that draft position. Like, they really fucked up.
So if Jones wants to prove it, go beat the Niners, go beat the healthy Rams, go beat Seattle, go beat the Bills, go beat the Dolphins, go beat the Cowboys and Eagles too as well too.
Yeah.
Go beat them. And that goes with the ball too. The ball, go out coach them.
And not only that, I mean, Jones has a chance to prove himself this playoff. Like, if he manages to win multiple playoff games, that'll be impressive in itself.
Like, at best, the Giants make the title game. I'm just saying that's at best. Like,
He said he's around 20 to 15.
I mean, but that's 20 to 15. That's like average, though. That's where I have him.
And Michael, there's no way.
I'm just saying. I just said if the title. I'm just saying at best.
But Michael, we're not making the title game, bro.
Like,
but Michael, we can't score 20 points.
I understand. I mean,
how the fuck are we making the title game?
I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying it's a high possibility.
High possibility.
How the fuck is that? Well,
you mean you could say it's a possibility, but not a high possibility.
Mike, you do realize, bro, we struggle to. Don't let this Colts game fool you. The Colts are just horrible. We can't score 25 points.
Yo, watch this here. Are you like serious or is that sarcasm? I think he's Andrew Luck with legs. What? I mean, Andrew Luck could run.
Timeout. Whoa. Timeout, bro. YTC, bro. Are you smoking?
No, I think he's being sarcastic because, I think he's being sarcastic. But why? I think Andrew Luck had legs, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew Luck can run. Yeah. Nah, he's not like a fucking scrambler, but he can fucking run. He's mobile, like, you know.
Yeah, I think I meant to say it's a possibility that that you can make the title game. It's not a.
I mean, Kirk Cousins could. I mean, it's just y'all.
He sucks. He's nothing.
I want to say he sucks. He's average.
He's nothing without Jefferson, Thielen, and Hudson.
He has a shit ton of weapons, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But
and also don't forget Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, he has a shit ton of weapons. That's why I put him average. He has a shit ton of weapons.
I think we can beat Minnesota. I think it. I'm not touching it. If I had to put money on that game, hell no, I'm not putting any money on that game. But I think we can beat Minnesota.
Would you put money on if it was like prime time?
No. Michael, we can't score.
Yeah, and the Vikings can score a shit ton. Though the good thing is you have a good
defense. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you had an average defense, then I'd be like, yeah.
We wouldn't even make the playoffs if we had average defense.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying, I don't trust Kirk Cousins at all.
And by the way, doesn't Wildcard have a 1:00 game?
Well, sometimes it's late. Sometimes it's sometimes a lot of the times it can be 8 o'clock.
If y'all get 1 o'clock, Kirk is over.
I don't know. We almost beat 1 o'clock hurt. So
Yeah, that's true.
Like it took a 61, 64, 61-yard field goal.
Well, yeah, the Vikings have a shit defense, though, right?
yeah, they're shitty.
Yeah, their defense is historically bad, but don't just saying whatever happens tomorrow with Nathan Peterman, do not get fooled. That's just Nathan Peterman being Nathan Peterman.
It has to be now. Since we're resting our start, we're basically giving the Eagles the #1 seed. Do you think the San Francisco will rest their starters?
I think they will. I think they'll rest their starters when they know the game is over by the Cardinals.
Wait, what?
They're playing the Cardinals with David Blau, and they're playing for the #1 seed. They're hoping.
No, they're not. Michael, we're resting DJ and Saquon, and we're not even starting Tyrod. We're starting Davis Webb. The Eagles are getting the #1 seed.
All right, but they still want that second seed because if they lose, then they lose that second seed to the Vikings.
Who gives a fuck about the second seed? It doesn't matter.
Y'all basically saying we ain't even going to risk our backup. Jesus.
Yeah.
You're like, yellow, Niners need a tank to play the Jets.
No, they don't need a tank to play us.
Facing the Niners would be scary.
The Niners are the more completed team in that conference.
That's why I want to versus the Vikings.
But don't forget, Niner fans, we fucking own you, all right? Don't ever forget that shit. If we blow the brakes off the Red Chickens, our starters will leave the game early. Yeah, it makes sense.
So, David, who are you guys versing if you guys beat the Cardinals?
Whoever the 7th seed is, the Lions or the Packers or the Seahawks.
At YTC, if they're tanking, you never know. It's a divisional game, so. And taking
you really think David Blau is beating the 49ers?
Hey, yo, where are you hiding? You should be scared of San Francisco.
You should be scared of the Niners too, you bum. They have a better chance of whooping your ass.
Exactly.
Listen, the Ravens have been in your position, and guess what? We got bounced. We got bounced, and we had a fantastic record going in, and we got. So don't think just because your regular season's going great that shit's gonna pop off in the playoffs, bro.
San Francisco, nigga. You should be scared of San Francisco, nigga. Oh, you guys are playing Aaron. Oh, so I guess it's a win-win for the Niners. So
yeah, but if they fail, if I'm gonna be honest with you, if it's the Lions, Packers, or the Seahawks, the Niners are winning that.
The only thing, and the Niners lose to the Cardinals, hypothetically, then it makes some look a little frauds, though, vice versa.
They're still going to whoop us, though. It doesn't matter about that. I'm just happy to be there.
The only saving grace is who they're probably going to play Brock Purdy, and Brock Purdy could choke. We don't know much about him, but he probably, maybe the pressure will get crushed. We never know. So if you upset Minnesota, our run to the championship game is easy. Yeah, we'll see about that. We've seen crazier shit. Like, y'all have to understand, bro, the playoffs is a whole different, game than the regular season. Anything could happen, bro. Teams that we think won't do shit usually end up doing shit.
Also, Brady's still in the playoffs, too, by the way.
Right. Maybe Brady, we never know, bro. It's a different game. So don't get too cocky where you're hiding, bro, because I'm telling you, bro, you might get bounced real quick.
Yeah, I hope that's they have the first seed in the divisional round. They just get bounced. That would be beautiful. Poetic justice, bitch.
Yo, I can imagine y'all making a video on that shit. That should be hilarious. Even Fisk would the video. I'll probably watch that shit. It'd be hilarious.
I'm definitely roasting the shit out of the Eagles.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, the Cowboys play the. That's what I'm saying. The Bucks and the Cowboys. That's going to be interesting. That's why I'm not really a big fan of resting Jones and Saquon because they might be cold. But hey, we'll find out.
And y'all never know. Maybe like something crazy happens and the Cowboys make the Super Bowl. I'm telling you.
Don't fucking say that. Please don't say that.
There aren't powerhouses anymore in the NFL.
I think this year, yes, but next year that's going to change.
Yeah, with how this offseason is going to be playing around.
Oh yeah, what's happening with the offseason again?
Honestly, I think they're going to get Mahomes some fucking talent. Devontae Adams is out, so you know.
Okay.
And Brady's a free agent, so wherever
Mike Evans might get traded. Diop might get traded. Who else?
Brady's leaving Tampa Bay.
There's rumors that Michael Thomas is going to get released by the Saints.
Michael Thomas is a bum. Fuck him.
Hey, where you hiding? In my opinion, they have just as good as a chance as you getting the Super Bowl, nigga.
Nah. Dak Prescott's been. I'm kind of. The Cowboys have been looking suspect. They struggled against a Tennessee practice squad defense.
For example, could I ever see like the Cowboys beating the Eagles in the playoffs? I could definitely see that. I
do want to see Hurts versus Dak.
In that scenario, like, who would you like root for in this? I mean, I don't know. You can't root for.
I'm not rooting for a tie, nigga. Fuck.
Like, no, but if you had to pick one, like, who?
Let me answer your question with a question: Bengals versus Steelers. Who are you rooting for?
I hate you, nigga.
Dumbass.
No. But you know what? Bengals fans have been infuriating. You know what I'm saying? As of late.
So you're picking the Bengals? No, you're picking the Steelers.
Nah, you're right. That was a dumb question.
Yeah, stupid. Like, come on, bro. I want them both eliminated.
Yeah, I doubt they're gonna play each other.
Unless they both make the championship round, which I think Brady's gonna beat the Cowboys. I honestly think Brady's gonna beat the Cowboys. I'm sorry.
That'd be hilarious.
I just have that feeling.
That would be hilarious.
And it's in Tampa Bay too. It's not even in Jerry's world.
If he manages to beat the Cowboys, then I gotta give him. I mean, he's the GOAT. I'll give him props.
I mean, he already is the GOAT. So.
No, yeah. I mean, that's why I say he's already the GOAT, but also give him props.
It'll be amazing. It'll be like the most. It's the Cowboys, so you know it's gonna be the most embarrassing way ever. But that does scare me a little bit because, that means Sean Payton's around the corner. Like Sean Payton's confirmed to come back to the NFL, and he already lives in Dallas. So that Mike McCarthy will definitely get the boot. And Sean Payton on the Cowboys. I don't want that.
Hey, yo, where you hiding, bro? I hope you get bounced out, bro. I hope you get bounced out.
Cowboys ain't never beat time. Didn't you guys get whooped by Brady last year too?
I'm gonna go hit the sacks. So, all right, have a good night.
All right, peace out, Mike.
Peace out.
That's why I'm saying, man.
We have to travel to play Arizona and San Francisco.
I mean, YTC, the Eagles and Cowboys should scare you still. The divisional games. Like, we're not just going to sweep them. We barely beat the fucking Redskins.
I'd rather get whooped by Brady in the first round than not make it at all for 6 years. Wait, what?
He's talking about the Giants not making it all in 6 years.
Oh, yeah, but you got one Super Bowl, so it is what it is.
Yo, bro, and guess what? Where you hiding? You guys are going to bounce as soon as you guys... Bro, you're going to get the first seed just to lose.
It's because we have familiarity with the East compared to the West. Too bad y'all going to get beat. Y'all going to beat the Cardinals?
Too bad y'all not going. Yes, we are. Bro, also, okay, you don't even have Kyler Murray next year. But YTC, we've been had familiarity with the East, and we still got swept by the Eagles, and we're about to get swept by the Eagles and the Cowboys. We have a lot of familiarity on Dak, and it's been 7 years since we beat him.
I refuse to lose to DJ.
Nigga, bro, bro, Kyler's out. He's not playing.
Yeah, who's their backup though? That's all I know.
Colt McCoy or this other asshole that they're bringing out tomorrow.
Yo, awesome. Just prepare for another 4-win season.
Especially if you're gonna trade D-Hop.
Right. Yeah, prepare for another 4-win season. All right.
You're about to win for a -2 season, bro. What the fuck?
Hey, yo, where you hiding? See, this is why you Eagles fans get bad raps, all right? Y'all too cocky, and this is why y'all barely ever win shit. We know how to play versus Washington, Philly, Dallas. Is that we don't have talent around the skill positions to put us points like those teams have. Hey, listen, regardless of talent, divisional games are always a fucking headache.
That's true, yeah. And plus, it's not like the talent for the Eagles and the Cowboys are going away. So it's like,
I mean, we lost to fucking Kenny Pickett for fuck's sake.
yeah, it's still divisional games. So at least with the other teams, it's like attack. Like we don't know what the Niners and stuff unless we play them in the playoffs. We don't know what they're bringing to the table. The Cowboys and stuff like that, that's just like, you know, it is what it is. But I kind of want the Cowboys to go to the championship because I want them to keep Mike McCarthy. I don't want them to fucking get Sean McVay.
Bro, the Giants shut us down. What is this? Because we beat
I hope Arizona. Wait, what happened?
No, Apex Jack saying he whoops the Giants every year, so I'm assuming he's the Cowboys fan.
Yeah, Apex is the Cowboys fan. The Giants are just I hope Arizona wins and the Vikings win so week 18 the Giants can avoid the Niners so you and RJ can face your fear. Nigga, bro, where are you hiding? The Niners are gonna whoop your ass too.
I mean, this is what I'm saying, bro. You're getting too cocky. I'm telling you, the playoffs is a different scenario. What happens in the regular season does not always translate to playoff success. Like the Niners are a serious threat because they are a very good team. Like you're laughing now, but when your teams gets bounced out, bro, I want that same energy, bro. I'm telling you.
Where are you hiding, bro? The Eagle fans.
Yeah, bro, y'all literally the worst fan base, bro.
You guys are the shittiest fan base ever. Time the fuck out. Apex Jack.
What is better than Sean Payton? Sean Payton basically.
Yo, what is up with you retards? Are you fucking kidding me?
Nah, Mike.
I'm speechless, CEO. I'm really speechless.
Yeah, it must be late. That's why they're acting retarded. They're probably tired. That's the only way. Like when you picture Mike McCarthy, it's just a fat slob that rides off the back of players, bro. Like fuck out of here. Like no one gives him credit for that Super Bowl he won with Aaron Rodgers. Like no one.
I'm just speechless. This guy really says Mike McCarthy was better than Sean Payton.
He's not. Like I don't know why you would say that, bro. Like that makes no sense.
Dude, if that's the case, then why was there talks about firing McVay for Sean Payton? Why does Jerry Jones still talk to Sean Payton on a regular basis and shit? Oh my God. Yo. But I mean, anyways, this was a good stream, man. I think we got our point out there. CEO, is there anything you want to say to the people?
I mean, yeah, stay off the crack because 50% of y'all in the comment section are on crack. So
yeah. But we'll see y'all next week, man. Playoff Sunday. Me and CEO's teams are in it. Fuck CEO. You know, as you can see, his name is running RJ's Pockets 101, and that's the truth. But it is what it is, man.
All right. Peace, man.
All right. Peace out, y'all.